We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Woo!
Oh,
Yes,
here we
yes.
go.
That's us. It's us with me, who apparently is. I need to. All right. Okay. I heard it loud and clear. I'll be quiet tonight. Nobody
No,
wants
we
me
said
here.
we said be light,
Nobody cares
Said be
about
light.
me.
light and fluffy.
No,
light and
I'm the
fluffy.
one
You
who
all
pretty much
think
said
I'm
shut
an
the fuck
asshole.
Well,
up.
he is fluffy, but I don't know about light.
Oh,
But
God.
you know,
Oh,
By
God.
the way, this is the drunken second drink crap. I'm cruise control.
and I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Louie Loke.
I'm Koala.
And it
yeah.
is what the fuck's the date? August
Third.
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 August 3rd, man.
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Yeah, Saturday the 3rd. So happy
Yes.
August, the shittiest month of the year in my opinion, or one of them.
Really?
I like August.
Why?
I like August.
Why is that, man?
Because here in beautified Oregon, it's always smoky because there's always wildfires.
Yeah, there's
It's always hot as hell. So like it can't, and there's not a lot of air. Like, but it's also this hot, like this burnt. I call it the burnt hot at the end of the summer, where it's been hot the whole damn summer. So all the fucking grass is dead and dry. It's dusty. It's fucking funky. And then when it rains a little, it might rain once, and then it gets humid for 2 days, and then it's just smoky as fuck. And I'm ready for the sun.
Sounds like pussy
Wow.
on an old lady.
Yeah,
It's dry and burnt and all this other shit.
dry and
Burned.
burnt.
I don't know if it's burned.
What, her boyfriend putting
Hey.
cigarettes out in it or something?
Ah, it
know,
could
what are
be. If she's an old hooker, maybe, you know,
I want you to use your pussy as an ashtray.
like an old meth addict whore or something. I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
Starting off good tonight.
Did he
Oh, yeah.
did he actually say an ashtray?
Well, no, but that actually sounds good.
I did
Ashtray,
say
I
that.
like it.
Ashtray. Yeah, that's what turned over. That's when the pussy gets full of butts. You turn over and put it in the
And
butt.
fill the asshole
Wow.
full of butts too. Fill the butts full of
Put
butts.
some butts in the butt.
Oh God.
Well,
Wow. What are we drinking tonight? I'm drinking strawberry
me.
sparkling water. Oh,
ooh, sparkling water. I'm drinking
It's-
PBR, of course.
PBR. I got my PBR.
Sounds sparkly.
Sparkling.
Very sparkly. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, what are you drinking, Koala?
Mango sparkling water.
Ooh.
Oh,
Dude.
man.
So wait,
This
am
is
I the
not
only
a
one
drunken-
drinking? Am I the only one drinking
Yeah,
alcohol?
yeah.
He's
Is
the
that what
only
you're
one
saying?
drinking.
I would like to.
Damn.
I would like to.
No, I'm drinking a tall boy. I'm just kidding.
Ah.
You would like
Drinking
to.
the big Sprite.
You would like to, but is there a reason why you are not Koala?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good question.
I am on a very serious detoxing diet
Ooh.
because after the rats, there were more than we thought. There was some, of course, they carry diseases. There was also mold in the storage room.
Oh,
And
shit.
then
Yeah, you're gonna have to move out of that fucking house.
Oh, no,
That's what I'm
I did.
saying.
I'm already in my new condo.
oh,
I'm on my
okay.
new couch.
I would have gotten
But,
the fuck out of there.
Holy shit!
ASAP.
Now let's
I-
just take a moment. I mean, I'll let keep going, but this all happened in the last month.
So I hadn't mentioned to you guys that I was going to be moving out because they were going to sell the place, and then I got a lead on a new condo. So at the
Actually, I
last
think
show,
you told me that. I think.
yeah, I told you, but it didn't come up in the show.
Right.
So
right.
anyway, that's why I wasn't too paranoid about like rodents and stuff. But anyway, so that, and then we've had fires, so smoke in the air, and all the old building and the dust. So I got we don't know. The doctors, of course, can't figure. I'm not sick, but I'm sick. So like I don't get fevers. I get horrible respiratory problems. I get winded
Oh,
when I'm
shit.
walking.
Ooh.
And yeah, so I might be coughing a lot, just so you know. So it's kind of like asthma. And so I have good days and bad days. And so yeah, I'm in my new condo on my new couch. And I mean, it wasn't the landlords, they inherited it from their parents. They're being cool. They're giving, helping me with some medical stuff. And they were really apologetic about it, and they got right on it. So I'm not, because everybody's like, well, that could be legal action. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm not litigious. It's not like I
can't
told them there
control-
was
I
a
mean-
problem and they were like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's kind of something that's also awesome that you did. They weren't like fuck you, not first of all, but also that shit's you can't sometimes you can't control that shit. Shit happens. It's nature.
No, and that's the thing. It's an old
Yeah.
building. It's very old. And we didn't know a lot of it until a lot of it is my upstairs neighbors had so much shit in the storage room. We didn't know until we started getting behind it. And I was already on the way out. So I'm on, basically, I'm doing a lot of juicing, celery juice, green juice, smoothies with protein because it's hard to eat. Because when you can't breathe right, you don't digest right. Your organs start going a little nutty.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so it's hard to get big meals down. So I'm doing stuff like soup and smoothies with protein in, and celery juice is great for detoxing, green juices. And the doctors actually fucked me up worse because they tried to suppress the cough and locked everything in. And I had a bad reaction to the medicine. And then the only answer to that was put you on a steroid inhaler, which I keep for emergencies, but I really try not to use because there are reasons why you don't want to use those regularly because your body stops being able to do its own bronchodilation if you're not asthmatic, if you're always relying on steroids, and they make you go nutty, like panicky. There's a lot of side effects to inhalers. So if you don't really need them, it's an emergency thing only. It should be. So
That's a proper mental health term, nutty.
Nutty?
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah.
I
Well,
love
I'm
it.
talking,
I thought
I
nutty
love
is what I
anxiety
do when I go to
attacks at
sleep.
night, where you're like, I know this is not normal, but I'm hyperventilating, right?
I
It's a
prefer,
steroid.
Well, that
I
makes you
prefer the
panic in
more
itself.
technical term, batshit.
Yeah.
It's very bad shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
it,
very
makes you,
bad.
it makes you panic in itself. I mean, anytime you can't breathe, fuck, that's enough to.
Well, that's
Trip,
it.
yeah.
And so the doctors when I would go in, they're like, your blood pressure's high. I'm like, because I can't fucking breathe, asshole. Like,
Right.
So anyway, I'm avoiding anything that's that's not serving me. And I had some wine 10 days ago with a friend, not much, but it made me congested. So alcohol's out for until we
not
get
good for. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
alcohol,
Gotcha.
chocolate, sugar, other than
Yeah.
natural sugars, anything that causes inflammation.
And
And
Yeah, and if wine would have made you inflamed or congested, then beer definitely does, because beer does make you
Yeah.
congested on its own a little bit.
especially
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah,
the
no
kind
doubt.
that I like with the
Yeah,
hops.
the thicker
Yep,
exactly,
so
exactly.
I just thought, yeah, I'd love to have a drink, but not enough to not breathe. And it's painful because when you're coughing all the time, your ribs just everything's spasming up. So it's like my
Ugh, I hate
my
that.
body's like, yeah. So it's not fun, but I'm doing the right things. I'm doing acupuncture once a week. That's helping. And then I got a lead on a doctor who's a functional medicine doctor, which means actually a smart one. And he does IV injections. He'll look at your labs and do specific vitamin, mineral, amino acids, just more things that, okay, your body needs this to fight that.
Yeah.
Right.
He's not opposed to medication, but he's like, look, we can
natural
pump you-
herbs and remedies kind of sort of thing.
well, herbs and remedies, but also things that because we have a high incidence of mold toxicity in this area, and we're seeing more and more people with it, and it's really hard to trace it. So doctors will say, and fortunately, I know some of the symptoms because I have clients with it, and so I knew some of the diet things to do, but it's real tricky because it's like, I'm sick. Do you have a fever? No. Do you have COVID? No. Do you have, it's like, no, I don't have anything.
Not the conventional symptoms that
It's
you'd have.
interesting. I have to comment on something real quick because I think it's something that's really telling.
I thought we told you to shut the. Nah, just kidding.
No.
Well, I will. This is my last show, so it's okay.
Yes.
I'm done after this, so don't worry about me. No, seriously. When you said, he's a smart doctor, not a dumbass like most of them. Think about that. Think about 20 years ago. Would you ever could you ever hear most people saying that, even like 20 years ago? Like, yeah,
No.
like most doctors, like a dumbass, like
Right.
Even
just-
10 years ago.
even 10, not
You know?
as much, maybe a little bit,
No,
but
but
not.
like 20 years ago, though, I heard a lot of people saying that this one particular doctor was a drug pusher. Like basically, like if you
Yeah.
wanted to go get, because a lot of my family are addicts. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
Mhm.
why
Yeah.
I know. And they're like, yeah, if you didn't want to pay the price of street drugs, but you wanted to kind of get the same high, go see this doctor. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, the Dr. Feel Good doctor.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, and that's that's the problem
like,
now. A lot of them just
oh.
want to. Well, they go to those pharmaceutical dinners and shit, and they schmooze them to make them
Oh, yeah.
prescribe
Yeah, but
things.
it's bad now. Like no one trusts because they're not, and the whole system's just fucked up. But it just seems like doctors are just dumbasses now, or a lot of them. Like
Well,
more
and
like,
but it's some of it is the fault of the patients.
yeah,
What I will tell you is my medical insurance is the shittiest I can get. And here's
Oh,
why.
wow.
I chose that. And here's the thing, because I got sick of paying for good health insurance that didn't cover what I needed. So I was
Oh.
throwing money out. So basically what I have is I have inpatient care if I have a heart attack. If I have to
So
go to the
literally,
hospital,
you self-pay.
basically, yeah, because
Doctors.
this way I can pay. I
for
put
what you
money
need.
aside.
Yep.
Yeah. What I do is I put the money I was putting aside or paying out for nothing, because then when I'd go in, they still wouldn't listen and I'd still have a copay, and then they wouldn't cover anything except shit that didn't work for me. And now I can do that because fortunately I don't have, a pre-existing condition. Not everybody can do that. If you've got a thyroid or diabetes or something, you're not able to. But
Right.
what I do is I just put, a couple hundred or whatever it was aside into my own savings account, and I can draw on it. And the beauty of that is I can go to who I want if they take, private payment, and I govern
Which most of
treatment.
them will.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, it's money.
Oh,
They're gonna
if
take
you're
it.
like, I
Yeah.
got cash, I
Yeah,
got,
yeah.
I'll
They'd
pay
rather.
this right now. There's no
I mean,
billing
my
issue.
my wife's a nurse, and she used to work for a doctor, and so I know all the ins and outs of kind of like that kind of system. And I think
Mhm.
they'd rather take money than worry about dealing with the insurance companies.
Well, that's
Well,
my
yeah, and the good
the
ones
insurance
too.
That's what
companies.
my chiropractor. He doesn't even take insurance anymore.
Yeah,
It's
we
just all
don't take
straight.
insurance.
You just pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
So.
basically, I get more control because I can say, I can't tell the doctor how to do his job. I have to trust that he can do it, but I
Right.
can vet him and I can say, look, I'm looking for this. Is this something you can do? And if they don't listen to me, and if I don't feel like they're giving me the care, fuck off.
Yeah, you don't have to be like a
Right.
primary. He's your primary. Too bad
Right,
for you.
Yeah,
right.
listen to what he
Right.
says. Yep, you have to go to him.
Well, and
Yep.
then people do stupid things where I get people in my office that, well, they won't cover that. Okay, but you need that. Why don't you put some money aside?
Yeah,
So
put some
we've
money in
kind
there.
of, yeah, we've lost, like we're saying, well, the doctor wants me on statins. What do you want?
Yep.
Or the doctor, they won't
Yep.
cover a Botox injection for, to control my spasms for, and I'm like, but you keep falling every time your
Well,
muscles go into contractibility
here's
and
a-
you hurt, broke your shoulder again.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like these people, like now Ozempic's the big thing, right? Ozempic,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
but here's the thing.
Oh.
Here's
yeah.
the thing. Here, and this is where I'm getting at with this. It's not the thing for the original intention of the drug. It's for a
Yeah.
side effect. So in other words, they're selling this
You're right.
drug for a side effect of the drug when its original fucking study. They didn't study for this originally. They studied
Right.
for the
No.
fucking thing that it was supposed to be for, which is diabetic or helping with whatever the
Yeah.
fuck that bullshit is. So they're
Yeah.
giving this drug out, handing it out hand and foot
Well,
for a side effect that was never
that's-
studied for the intention.
but
It's
that's
fucking
but
insane.
that's what speaking from a not that I'm very good with pharmacology. I should have taken some more pharmacology courses or something. But I know that a lot of people use, a lot of doctors, it'll say this medication is meant for anxiety, but
Mhm.
off label it is used for depression. And you're like, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so it's
Sure.
used for something else. See, I know somebody on Ozempic that's using it now, and I'm
Mhm.
like, I told them be very fucking careful because I've already heard some horrible side effects.
But my point is that doesn't it shows you can't be careful with any of it because they don't know shit
Yeah.
about any of it.
Right.
They don't know shit about any of it. If they're willing to just give, oh well, it works for why? Do you think they know anything about how it really works? Fuck no.
Yeah.
It's like the other commercials that used to say with Ambien. This medication is thought to do this. It's thought to work on your. They don't really know if it works on your receptors the same way it's supposed to, or your GABA receptors or whatever. But we kind of have an idea, you know.
He seems very passionate over there.
I was gonna say, yeah, you got pretty fired up there, man.
Ozempic is one that
Ozempic
is one I'm very passionate about because my sister's on it and now she's on morphine for her back. So here's the thing with Ozempic. One of the side effects that people don't talk about is that it does horrible atrophy to the paravertebrals, which are the intrinsic core stabilizers in your spine.
Oh,
so
really?
Guess what?
So you have back issues.
Gets weak. It can cause bone density issues, and so particularly spinal stuff.
And you know why they don't know that? It's because they're prescribing it for another side effect. There is no difference between the weight loss side effects and the back issue side effects. They're both side effects of the fucking intention of the drug.
Yeah.
Well, it's
a lot of times
basically
the side effects are worse than the symptom that you're trying to treat.
It's injecting leptin.
Well, cruise control, that means that don't do drugs. How about that?
Yeah, don't do drugs.
That's true.
Well, that's the thing. You
You're
never
right.
want to
Don't do any drugs.
Even ibuprofen. Who fucking knows? Any of it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Even
ibuprofen.
You know, it's just like, fuck
even caffeine.
I mean, Tylenol affects the liver, for sure.
Even caffeine. Caffeine. People think caffeine is like this, like, oh, well, just caffeine. Fuck no. It's a psychoactive, man. There's a reason why billions of people are addicted to it because
I'm drinking it right now, so
yeah, we're all fucked. That's the thing. But anyways, what were you saying about that Koala, about the leptins or something?
Oh, leptin. So it's basically Ozempic. What it is it's a leptin, a hormone. So leptin is the hormone that your brain releases that goes, I'm full. Oh. So you don't have to learn anything about nutrients, food, anything like that. Mm-hmm. Basically, you can get full off a bag of potato chips, or you can get full off a salad. It's basically your body going, I am satiated. So so you're injecting that hormone in. And so what happens, that's why the doctors tell you can't get off it once you start it, because when you get off it, you don't have a natural ability. Your brain's not producing leptin anymore.
Yeah, that's why they love it.
So then you'll tend to overeat if you got off it then, huh?
That's
right,
insane.
Because you don't have any natural. It's like dopamine. If you inject something your body naturally produces, and you produce it, like if you don't produce it, if you have trouble with insulin, you have a malfunctioning pancreas, you need to have some insulin. But if your body naturally produces things and you start chemically introducing them, your brain goes, oh, that's cool. I don't have to work to do that anymore. You're doing it, artificially.
And so it makes it lazy. Yeah.
Well, it stops doing it.
Yeah, and that even
includes
stuff
you could kind of extend that to like bipolar disorders. Then
anything.
Any of that shit. Yeah, because your dopamine, your all the other shit that you're
well, there's a lot of amino acid connections to a lot of bipolar too. They were doing studies with that. Years ago, I had a client who was a psychologist involved in some of the lab studies.
According to cruise control, you can't trust any studies.
Well, no, they got shut down because they were
Ah.
making headway with it. And the idea was we want to target the amino acids that people, not everybody, but a lot of people may not be naturally producing, so that we can get them what they need without the umbrella effect of giving them what they don't need.
Yeah. Well,
and that got shut down.
Yeah, it's insane though. But let that.
Well, what is it? It's not the pharmaceutical's job to try to cure you. It's the job to keep you coming back.
Oh, of course. They're just trying to make it's a nation of drug addicts, man. That's it.
That's the problem. The whole thing's based around money, like every fucking thing else.
Yeah. Well, that's I still remember the time I got one of those robocalls from supposedly Walgreens, and the guy was like, "Yes, sir, this is Walgreens, and you can get your medications." And I'm like,
Terry Maki Chut.
I want to tell him Terry Maki Chut, but I said, hey, I don't take medication. He goes, you want drug free? He was like shocked. Like the guy was actually surprised. Like, it's an American that's drug free.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
it is. It's kind of sad, but it
was
is
taken
really
aback,
funny.
and, like,
I
his-
don't believe this motherfucker.
I'm fucking liar. He's a fucking.
He
Hey,
doesn't tell truth. To me.
I would tell you,
Yeah.
I made the Dune Coon do a double take. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
I
It
want
was
to
always
meet
going
this
so
man.
well.
you are
He
amazing. You're a prodigy.
He did the 5Ds, made a Dune Coon do a double take.
Double take, Doom. Anyway,
Dune
Give
Coon
me
do a double
five. Give me
take.
five.
so you're dealing with this obviously. So over the last month,
And you know
Jesus.
what? And I'm going to toot my own horn, guys, because here's the deal. Because I can. To all you fuckers out there who just take government money, I'm still fucking working. Okay.
Right.
I am
Oh, I see what
taking
you're saying.
bigger breaks.
In other words,
I'm
they get on
taking-
disability or some shit because
Yeah,
of,
I am
you know,
working and I'm not comfortable. I'm being smart about it. I'm not overworking. I learned the worst is when you start feeling better because you overdo. So I've taken bigger breaks during my day with my schedule, but I am not staying home because if I stay home, I'm going to isolate. That's not healthy. I need to get out there, be able to gauge what I'm doing. And guess what? I got to pay fucking rent. So to all of you who hurt your back and go on disability from your desk job, fuck you. I'm in a physical job and I'm having trouble with my respiratory and my ribs. So that's it.
Speaking of that, you know,
are you off your soapbox now?
Yes. No, but I think that's important because so many people take advantage of that stuff. Like if you physically can't do your job, you can't.
Yeah.
That's what that's for. But so many people, family members of mine included, take advantage of the system. And it's like, do what you can. Like you may not be able to do the same that you could do, but
you got to go on light duty or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay.
Or I'm not gonna be a devil's advocate because full disclosure, I'm on disability. However, I think the thing is understanding that and appreciating what people do and not still being a victim and also filling your life up with things that you can do.
Right.
With that. Yeah. So in other words, like I've never been more involved in my community since I started. I've had the time to be able to focus my time on my improv group. And I'm still looking for other like I still looking for more employment. But my thing is, but there's all these people out there who are like, well, poor me, I've got this. It's like, no, you don't have to deal with certain shit. So just be grateful at least. I think is part of it.
Well, and I'm glad you actually said that.
The cool thing. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm glad you said that because it clarified a little more, to soften my position. That makes sense to me. If you're on disability and you're doing things, you're still being active. That's what it's for. It's not like, oh, good, I can do this.
I can just sit on my ass and play video games all day or something.
And I made the mistake of being in a.
Hey, nothing wrong with Days of Our Lives, but
it's actually General Hospital, motherfuckers. What are you talking about?
Nah, man, Young and Restless bitches.
What?
Yeah, Young and Restless.
That shit is still even on. I don't even know if that's still even on.
I don't know what's on anymore.
I think it is. I think it is because
Days of Our Lives is definitely on.
No,
Days of Our Lives has been on for like 40 years.
This was during. I think it was during COVID. I think it was during COVID. I had the TV on or some shit, and I heard the Young and the Restless music come on. And I'm like, oh shit! So that's still on. I believe
it made you want to sample it and make a beat out of it, huh?
Actually, it's already been done, man. 3 6.
I'm sure it has.
3 6 Mafia used that beat.
I think you know what I think. Who else did was Mary J. Blige.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Really?
Song. Yeah, Drama or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've heard that. I'll have to check that out. So
yeah.
Well, fuck. Well, speaking of disability and stuff like that, my assistant took a fall at home, and shattered her femur. Apparently,
Jesus.
This was fucked up. Well, here's the deal.
Let's hear this. I've heard this story, but go ahead and it kind of relates to it too because it does. Because here's the thing, like, and I'll explain why. And when she starts getting to how upset she is about losing her job, and guess what? I'll just say it first. Guess what? One of the reasons why she's upset about not being able to work, it's what is it? To pay for her fucking medical bills. I bet.
No, just to survive because she doesn't have any other income. She doesn't have an income. This is it. I mean,
anyways, she's not the one that was on Ozempic, was she?
No. That's somebody else. That's another friend.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
but she got let go.
Well, not quite, but here's the deal. I'm kind of looking at this realistically. I'll tell the story first. Basically,
all right.
She had a fall the week before, and she wound up actually breaking her ankle, well, twisting it. But I told her, I said, you should probably get that checked out, because she came into work using a walker, and she was needing help with everything and just couldn't really, was asking me to get stuff for her, and can you grab this for me? Can you do this? And I'm just like, you might want to get that checked out. And she was like, no.
Like, who's the assistant here?
Yeah, well, that's
how'd
it.
she get the walker if it hadn't been checked out?
What you mean? She had a walker at home.
She already had a walker.
Yeah, somebody. It's funny because a friend of hers bought it for her at a garage sale and gave it to her.
Okay, that's already. You got a walker laying around at home.
Oh yeah,
you got balance issues anyway.
Well, she does.
Well,
she does.
I actually have a walker hanging at home because remember I hurt my leg.
You broke your leg though.
Oh, yeah. You had a situation.
You can have a walker.
I just want to say,
you know what, Louie? You could probably use that for a keyboard stand now. You know that, right?
I just
I know people use them as keyboard stands.
But by the way, before we go further, I just want to say this. That whole idea of I don't need to go, is just another self-sabotaging fucking mindset from that's the type of person this person is. We talked about it before, I think.
Oh yeah, I think everybody kind of knows this.
It's just no surprise, like, I'm not gonna do that's like, you need to go. No, I'm not gonna do, I'm just gonna self-sabotage.
Yep, because her whole thing was she goes, I'm just gonna go and they're gonna tell me to elevate it and ice it and do all this shit. And I was just like,
because you probably
okay. Well, if you need a walker, here's the deal. I've had sprains. I've walked on a stress fractured fibula, but I knew, I'm like, this is not normal. So, if you need a walker, you at least need an x-ray so that you can rule out, okay, yes, this is, then I compress, elevate, do whatever you're going to do.
Yeah.
It's just to rule out any possibility of
that's the point.
A cuboid fracture or something else that, because if you need a walker, most people with a sprained ankle, they can hobble around without a walker.
Yeah, they don't. Right. They don't need one. Yeah.
No. She had a full a walker, and she's using it around the office. And I'm just like, okay, well, here we go. Part 2 of the story.
Yeah.
So not this past Friday, but the Friday before, I guess, because now I have the full story. It was during the afternoon. She got up to get something or whatever. She's at home. She falls again. And this time, she's on the floor. I from what I've heard, when they found her, her leg was bent behind her and off to the side. And so, well, check this out, guys. She was on the floor for 3 days or so because she was
what?
Yeah, she fell Friday.
What?
And then Saturday, Sunday, nobody.
God.
And it wasn't until Monday when I got concerned because she was supposed to be at work. And I'm going, where the fuck is she? I usually give her a 15-minute grace period. And then I'm like, well, let me call. So about 10:20.
Were you pissed when you called? I just
at first I just thought, well, maybe, because
I can see Max being pissed.
Man.
She's laying on the floor.
You guys are painting me in a bad light, man.
I would be too. It's just
I missed that.
It'd be funny.
He's human. He's
human. Me in a bad light, man. You guys, this is fucked up. All right. No,
I just think it would be because I could see myself doing that. Like, where the fuck are you? And they're on the floor.
Well,
he didn't do that. No.
Here's the thing.
I'm emaciated. I've been here for 3 days without food.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I got pissed when I got her voicemail. I'm like, why the fuck is she not answering? And so my coworkers, the other people that work in that office, they're like, well, maybe she's driving. And I'm like, okay, you got a point. Maybe she's driving. So now it's starting to get to be about 11 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, shit ain't right, man. So I was like, let me try to call again. So I try to call again, get voicemail. Then I send a text and I'm like, hey, you were supposed to be here.
Her phone probably died.
No, it rang. If it died, it would just go right to voicemail, but it rang the 4 times and then went to her voicemail. So finally, I'm talking.
He said, "Sorry, I couldn't get to the phone right now."
So she was supposed to come in at what time?
She was supposed to be in at 10.
Okay, so this is 10. This is 10:05 that this happened.
No, God, see you motherfuckers, man. Paint me in a bad light. They think I'm just this asshole, tyrant son of a bitch of a boss.
No, it has nothing to do. Has nothing to do with you being a boss. It's you and this impatience in time.
Well, but you know what?
You do the same thing for us. Oh, you're late. It's 7:02. Yeah. Oh, where is she? Where are they?
God damn. You got me. Wow, you got me in a as a wow, a tyrannical motherfucker, man.
No, nothing to do with. Like I said, it's impatient. That's your impatient.
It's how the lefties paint Trump.
Anyway, keep.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, I was talking to a friend, and she said, well, you should probably have him do a welfare check, and I was like, good point. So I called 311 and. I told them, hey, can you go check on this person or whatever? And the operator was like, well, why do you want us to check on her? And I was like, well, I'm her boss. She was supposed to be here at work at 10 and it's almost 11 o'clock. She's not answering her phone. So they said, okay, we'll send somebody out to do a welfare check. So then I texted her friend.
How long did that shit take?
You know what, man? They didn't get there till like, let's see, I got the call from the officer about 12 o'clock. So this was like 2 hours later.
Meanwhile, I could see that though, because if I were taking that call, I'd be like, well, maybe she's hungover. Maybe she, I wouldn't, I think I wouldn't jump on that either in their defense.
But
this is the conversation. A boss is looking for their employee. They want me to do a welfare check because they're fucking
right. Fucking greedy bastard. He's probably they don't know what kind of work we do. So
right.
Is it Max? Oh yeah, it's Max.
It doesn't matter. It's just the fact that it's just an hour.
Yeah.
Is he blind? Oh, that guy. Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what though, man. That was kind of a painful 2 hours, man. I was like pins and needles the whole time.
Oh, he is human. Whoa.
Damn, listen to this motherfucker.
No, that's because they had an event and there were donuts there, so he was pissed.
Oh, God damn.
She was supposed to bring the donuts.
So anyway, let's keep this going because just before you keep going though. If you hadn't had done this early though, it would have been even worse for her. So the fact that you actually did,
she'd have been dead. For sure. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying?
Or something. Yeah.
And so I texted her friend and I told her what's going on. And I said, hey, listen, she's not answering her phone. She's supposed to be here at work. And so her friend says, okay, I'm going to go over to the house and see what's going on. So that's when her friend showed up and she said the front door was open. I guess she had the front door open for the cat to go in and out or whatever. But yeah, they found her on the living room floor in the position that she was in. Of course, she had pissed on herself. Well, of course, obviously.
Well, I would hope so.
Can't use
That's
the bathroom.
bladder control if she didn't.
Yeah. So when the paramedics got there, of course, they got her up. They finally got her on the gurney, and they gave her a shitload of morphine, and then they sent her to the trauma unit. And this is where she's been ever since. So I actually went and saw her Wednesday night. And of course she's, in the bed and I think they have a catheter in her because the nurse came in and said something about, I need to check your bladder.
She can't walk with a shattered.
No, but I guess my point is, I don't think she's going to be returning to work, folks. You know what I'm saying? She thinks she is, but I don't think she is. I think this is it because what I've seen with seniors too many times is they'll have these traumatic injuries and then it spirals into other shit. Well, like it happened to your stepdad. Cruise control, that kind of shit.
Well, it's also part of the same problem that Koala was talking about, in that a lot of the doctors will still just prescribe her the shit and not actually work on fixing the issue,
the real problem.
Exactly. So it's like, oh, we're gonna give her all this medication instead of actually saying you have to get the fuck up or whatever the hell she does.
Well, they are doing physical therapy with her. She did say that. She was texting me yesterday about her physical therapist. So I don't know what kind of physical therapy they're doing.
Did they do, if it's a femur, did they put hardware in that?
Oh yeah, she's got titanium in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But my concern is that's a good fracture. I mean, that is a bone to fracture, and it's tough to do it. And so if she's going from bad ankle, possibly, stress fracture or whatever was going on with the ankle, to femur. I mean, her bone density is probably an issue.
Oh yeah, no question.
I mean, it's that, because you don't just, it's tough I've worked on fractured femurs, and the stories behind it are usually really significant. It's like motorcycle accident, or
Right.
went
Something
downstairs
Yeah.
and twisted,
fall off off some rocks in the lake or
right. I
something.
mean, the only time I've heard of it in a house was like slipped on the stairs, and then my leg went under and twisted over, and it was an elderly person. But like, just you can't, and then for 3 days down, I mean, that's rough.
Oh
I
yeah.
would really say there's other stuff. So I think you're accurate in that she probably
Will
won't
not
be.
be
Well,
returned.
here's the other question. Now, taking the human aspect out of it, from a business standpoint, from a boss standpoint,
I think I know where you're going with this.
do you feel comfortable actually making that decision of, I don't think that you're the person for this position, right? Because that's a tough conversation.
Yeah, well, that's it. I haven't told her anything yet. I haven't said, I try to remain. She tries to be optimistic, and oh yeah, I'll be walking.
But who makes that decision? You or the company?
Well, it's my supervisor was telling me. She said, I think we should look for somebody at least in the interim.
Well,
if
that's no shit.
So and
Yeah.
but that's probably going to. I'm thinking it'll wind up being more permanent.
More permanent, yeah.
So we have been looking. I actually put some feelers out there for some possible applicants. We're going to do some interviews on Tuesday. Actually, we have 2 people that are interested in the position. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, you're right. It's that conversation I don't want to have, but I'm going to have to.
It's tough because we had a lady that, and she's a friend of mine, lovely person.
That's the other problem.
But her, well, fortunately, I didn't have to, but I was consulted about this because she had so many health problems that my thought was, it was like, we love her, everybody loves her, but we can't keep getting someone to fill in for her, and none of the excuses were invalid. It was just simply, this is not the time that you can be working for us in a full-time capacity. So, we had to cut her back to 2 shifts a week, and she wasn't happy about it. It didn't end well. But I mean, she and I are still cool, but it was that thing where we love you, the clients love you, everybody loves you. When you're here, you do great, but your health is prohibiting you from being here, no fault of your own.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you've got to look at the welfare of the company, of the clients, of the staff that you work with. So that's a real tough conversation to have.
And that's, we've kind of grazed that area before, where she'll, from her first fall, Koala, you remember a couple of years ago, when she fell in her driveway and injured her back really bad?
Yeah.
And, she's had trouble since, sometimes at certain events we have to, I'm the one who winds up carrying our suitcase that has our display stuff in it.
And you're blind.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I mean,
so
you
I'm
shouldn't
the one.
have to do that.
Well, but there's other shit. We got to
just saying.
Well, other shit too.
70-year-old carry shit.
Load her up.
Well, there's been
now
times
she'll be in a wheelchair, so she'll have she'll have a back, like a little coat cart behind her.
Actually, that would be pretty dope. That'd be pretty dope because we have a rolling bag. We can just tie it to the wheelchair and just roll it. You know what I'm saying? So that would be pretty cool. No, it's not just it's not just the carrying of the bag, but there's other things like she can't walk long distances. We had a situation that we had an event at a park one time. Actually, we got in a nasty argument one time at it was this event at the park. And
what was it about? I'm blind. I shouldn't have to do this shit.
No, I got dropped off Boy, you guys got. I'm real draconian.
It's your AARPS over here.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, this is the Max.
Max is a motherfucker.
You're not a
This
motherfucker. You lush. No. The only one drinking the night. Jesus.
Damn right.
You're not fucking anybody's mother.
I was at one time. I fucked a few mothers, but anyway.
It's not making you look better.
All right. So.
But no, there was a situation one time we had an event at a park, and the paratransit dropped me off at the wrong part of the park. And I said, hey, can you come over here and find me? And she's like, I can't physically walk over there with this suitcase and do all this. And I'm just like, and I said to her when I finally, somebody got me to the table, and I said, you're going to have to be able to do, perform the job duties in order to do the job. And she was like, well, then why don't you just fire me right now? And she starts screaming at me in front of everybody. I'm just like,
no.
So, yeah, there have been a few times we've had
that was unprofessional.
That was very unprofessional. We've had a few screaming matches.
Actually, you should not have had any screaming matches.
No, you shouldn't have.
Because I think, all.
Why? Because blind people shouldn't be screamed at.
This is Cruise Control's favorite person right here.
Exactly. I mean, you shouldn't have to listen to that. Your ears
people
are
shouldn't be
sensitive.
screamed at.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They got more sensitive ears.
Being blind. Yeah,
well, I don't think you should have to do that because it's an employee. It's a situation where it's like
it's a
complimentary
relationship.
But this is a job.
Well, I would actually,
but yeah,
take somebody aside who did that, and just say, look, I'm going to let this go this time because you were upset. But the next time that happens, it won't even be a question of being fired. You will know right now, that's going to happen because that can never happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
True.
cannot happen. And then, but the thing is, here's the deal. At least in California, if you say that, though, you have to do it. Because if you give somebody a pass, here's the fucked up thing with PR. If you give somebody a pass, you say, you call in sick one more time, we're letting you go. If you don't do it because you're nice, and then you let them go further down the road, they can sue you in California because you didn't adhere to the verbal contract, right?
So when you make statements like that, you got to stick to them, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know how it is out where you are, but the thing is, though, that needs to be said because you can say, I understand you're upset. I understand why you're upset, but there's a way. Right. There's a way to conduct yourself, and it can't be that way. And if it ever is again, you will know right now. You don't bother coming back.
Yeah. That's the friend line that needs to be drawn at some point.
Yeah. And you're right. It is because they're now I'm like
yeah, because it doesn't matter how she feels about it. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
It has to be about what you're gonna, what you're doing with your and quite honestly, we both know that the truth is if you get an intern, it's not an intern, it's a new person. In other words, what happens when she's back now, so you got to go?
No, you can't.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it is I will say this: it is a temp job, so that happens all the time.
Yeah, but when that new person is probably better than she was, and I'm not trying to be a dick. What do you do then?
I got to tell you, one of these people, I looked at their resume, I was like, "Whoa, shit!" So I'm pretty impressed by this person's resume already. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. So what happens when you're like, "Wow, this person is actually they don't yell at me, they don't fucking do weird shit,
and they know what they're doing, and there's some stuff sometimes with
and you have to, we're looking at that too. I was talking to my boss last week. I said, so and so is great. A great therapist in her craft, but she's got no drive. She leaves as soon as she can. She doesn't stay for her full shift. I need help right now. She's not being helpful. I have to direct her every which way. So we got to look for somebody else. I'm not saying fire her, but we both agreed that we find somebody. If they are more driven, she doesn't necessarily keep the same shifts she wants. Then we move her over.
Business. That's just how
because
it is.
It's like you haven't earned that shift. If the new person is better, and they say, well, I'd really Fridays are what I need. I can't do Thursdays or whatever. We give her that because you've got to run it as a business. And even if someone is good when they show up, if they're not actively showing up, you know,
it's kind of like John Taffer would say on Bar Rescue. If you guys ever watch Bar Rescue, he always says, "Is this a business or a charity?" You know, so you know that because people will keep people on that are fuck ups a lot of times, and they'll say, "Well, why you keep them on?" Well, you know, he's a friend of mine, and you know, and then they say, "Well, is this a business or a charity?" You know, that's what he.
Well, my brother had to fire my sister. It was very uncomfortable.
Oh,
man, that's got to be hard. That's why I don't like to work with family. Fuck that shit.
Well, his business partner actually came to him and said, "You know what? You got to fire her because the other employees are talking about it. It's not good. It's creating a bad atmosphere." And she would do great work when she showed up, but she wouldn't show up till like 1:00. And there's just not enough for me to do. It doesn't matter. You're being paid to be here.
Right.
Shit, I'd like to show up and be there and not have to do anything and get paid.
I mean, honestly, I think I could finish most of the stuff that I do in 4 hours instead of 8.
Oh, no question. I'll finish my work and then I'm just chilling for the rest of the day. That's what I.
But that's on the employer to give you stuff to do. So if you're there and willing to do it, and you're just there, it doesn't mean you're not willing to do it. If there was work there and you had to do it, you do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, my
so sometimes I actually have to find work to do, like, you know, and I can do that because I do like a lot of computer tech stuff. Right, so I'll make sure the computers are updated and all this stuff. It's like stuff that I really don't have to do, but since I don't have anything to do, it looks like I'm just going to be doing that thing.
Right. Well, that's my thing. My thing is like, all right, you know, if you get all your work done, you can fuck off. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to. You can watch YouTube videos or whatever.
You know, just be there.
Yeah, that's what I say. I mean, you know, as long as you got everything done that I need you to do, and you know, we're rolling, then hey, you can chill the rest of the day. If you got, you know, 2-3 hours where there's nothing to do, just chill out. Just be here. And she doesn't have a problem doing that. That's not a problem.
That's not a problem.
You know, but actually, Louie, didn't you witness a situation with my assistant and I when we were doing the Zoom thing that one time?
A little bit.
Yeah, where she was getting a little bit testy with me.
Antsy. Yeah. He gets a little. Yeah, but you know, I mean, I attribute that to like age.
Well, I think it's just that personality. You know what I'm saying?
And that personality. Yeah.
So, but yeah, guys.
But you know, it's something that I don't have to deal with on a regular basis. So I was like, well, and I guess that's what he's going to deal with.
Well, and as cruise control, I will say cruise control is correct. There's that friendship thing where it's kind of like fuck, you know, and so I think it's better now that if we do hire on a new person, you know, this is somebody that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They're not a friend.
Yeah.
They're just a stranger to me, and we can keep it more professional like that. You know what I'm saying? So, although I guess because I had such a great situation when I hired, you know, Kraken, you know, I mean, he was he was probably one of my best, man, honestly, you know. So,
well, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like, I consider myself friends with a lot of people I work with now, but we know the dynamic. You know, they know I need things done a certain way, and I get cranky when they're not done that way, and they expect me to be on time, taking care of the clients, whatever. You know, we know how to behave at work. And we know what our roles are. And with some people you can do that, with some people you can't. It's just better. I have a dear friend. She's an amazing therapist. And my boss asked me, said, well, what about her? I said, no, we don't want her. And he said, but you see her all the time for your treatments. I said, yeah, but I hired her once and I won't do it again. Because working with her is a totally different animal.
That's interesting. How some people, some people will be great friends, but not necessarily awesome employees.
Yeah, because she's very difficult to work with.
And the other way around, right?
Well,
vice versa.
Yeah, great employee. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I thought that was a dig at Koala. That's why I was laughing. I was like, oh shit.
Well, it could have been. It could have been. You know,
no, it wasn't. But okay.
No, we could, I'm sure it was. No.
No, I think it's also
she's not even drinking me. She's getting feisty over there.
That's because I'm not drinking.
It might be you're not drinking.
Yep.
I think you need to drink a little something.
I know, right?
I think it's just another example of you think people don't realize the implications of having a friend in that position or of actually dealing with, because people don't understand how much money and that kind of shit and authority really can fuck things up. So it's like, dude, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be friends. You'll work for me.
Yeah,
dude, bro, it's gonna be so cool. And then when they get there, it's like, why weren't you here? Dude, you didn't even call in, dude, bro. We're friends, man. Everything's cool, right?
Well, I would never want to work with a spouse or someone that I was in a relationship with.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Nope.
I think
I couldn't do it. Some people can do it.
My wife always says, "Hey, can I go to work with you?" I said, "Fuck no."
Right.
that was a very definitive fuck no.
I was like, "Fuck no," and she says, "Why?" And I said, Because the way I work and the way that she works won't work.
You know what though, guys? I toyed.
Like she's a type A personality, so she's like, she wants everything done all the time.
Well,
that kind of thing.
Here's the funny thing, and guys, I'll admit this because it wasn't going to happen. It just was a fleeting thought in my mind, but I toyed with the idea of possibly hiring my mom because she's retired.
No,
dear God.
You're gonna ruin your mom-son relationship.
I toyed, thought about it. It was like
that shouldn't even have been a thought.
This is a shrink wrap moment here. We need to analyze the shit out of this right here. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Okay,
you first.
Okay.
So since we're talking about mental health shit,
all kinds
you can have the thought, right?
Sure,
you can have the thought, but once you realize, that's probably not a good idea. The thought needs to go. Bye-bye. See you later.
Well, that's exactly what happened. The realization made me go, no, I don't think that's going to be a good idea. It was just something I thought. But now, Cruise Control, kick your thing, because I know you're a very analytical dude. So what?
My thing is, it's always you're trying to find the easiest, no bullshit solution that doesn't require you to do a damn thing. That's what you're trying to do.
You're right. Yes, you are right.
And so
you really feel Cruise Control.
You're trying.
That's real.
You're like, who can I find as a friend? It's like, no, who can I find that I just know that I can just go, this person's fine, and I can just hire. I don't want to deal with interviewing anybody or doing any of this shit. All I want is someone to do the job and get it done. I just want to get this over with. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
So now you're going to hire somebody else who's going to have, because listen, I'll just be honest again. She should never have been hired. She was never a good. In terms of overall, someone that yells you like that, who had that kind of tension and did some of the things that she did, it should have never happened.
I didn't see that at the time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that side of her.
No pun intended.
But that's Jesus Christ! Wow, that was good though, man. Sorry.
But also, I think on another, maybe this is me going way too far, but maybe you're thinking about your mom or somebody like that. Makes it easier to keep it temporary. Like, then I don't have to worry about getting rid of Sharon down the road. Mom will understand if she, if I bring her on board for a little bit.
You know what? I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that never even crossed my mind. I just thought, like Cruise Control said, just an easy, no bullshit solution. So, but you bring up another good point. That's funny.
But here's the thing, though. You can easy no bullshit, but it's quite a lot more bullshit than you need.
It's a lot more bullshit.
It's a lot more bullshit, and you're making this because once you get them hired, you won't fire them even if they're terrible because of your friend. So you screw yourself.
Or your mom.
Yeah.
Like, who would fire
what if your mom? What if your mom was?
That's rough.
What if she did a shit job and you couldn't stand her? And she's like,
I know my mom would rock. She's good at obviously she's
but that's not the point. I'm talking about dealing with her personally on a personal level.
There you go. That would be the bitch.
Sick.
Yeah, that would be the bitch.
Because here's the thing: this person has driven you nuts for 5-6 years now, and you still haven't gotten better.
That's true. Yeah. There have been some situations where I've just been like,
situations that should have never even remotely happened that would have gotten anyone else fired remotely multiple times.
Right?
Are you sure you're not drinking Cruise Control?
I'm not.
First, you were passionate about the.
No, you know what? I will say this: Cruise Control witnessed a specific situation.
I was actually there at a specific situation.
He actually saw this shit go down, and I was like, "Oh shit!" you know.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm like,
that was a horrible. That should never have happened. And
and yet she didn't get fired.
No, she didn't even get reprimanded. So
nope, she did not.
Didn't even get reprimanded
No,
by Maxwell.
Nothing.
Nope.
I'm not trying to be a dick, man, Max, but it's just like it's not necessarily a negative thing. You want people that you can get along with, that you can joke with, that you can be yourself with.
Yeah,
and you would also take you treat them like fucking people, which is great, but also I think it's like almost like a little bit to the point where you're like,
it's too idealistic. I think what I'm saying. Like in a workplace, you know what, man? Here's what it is. I just don't think corporately. I don't. That's just not me.
But you can do both, though. That's the thing. Like
he doesn't want to be a corporate gym.
I don't want to be a corporate gym. I've never had my tonsils flooded with pieces of last night's dinner.
I joke around at work all the time. There are things that I say, like one of my clients said, it's really good that you guys don't have PR because every one of you, including the owners, would be fired. Like we joke around all the time, but we don't cross certain lines. Like I can't come in and just be. I'd actually had a client who passed away, and it was someone I was very close to, and my boss was kind of pushing me a little bit. He didn't know the situation, and I snapped. And not bad, but I was rude. And I immediately, like after I'd sat with it, I went up to him. I said, you know what? Here's the situation. That was not okay. I should never have done that.
Well, that happens though, man. We're all human. We're all human.
And that's the thing is you can have that levity and that friendship but it has to go both ways. You can't be giving all of that yourself. Like I'm going to be myself and it's going to be great. And then she's going to shit on me. Yeah. And I'll just deal with it because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah. No, right. And I don't want to, I'll just deal because I'm a nice guy and I don't want to go bothering looking for someone to have to teach all this shit to or how to do this shit to.
Yeah.
And that is hard because I know a lot of times we've brought in people and I've had to start playing hardball where I'm like, you know what? Seriously, if you hire this person on the front desk, I won't work those days. And I have enough leverage where I can do that now, where they kind of laugh and ha ha ha. I said, no, I'm actually serious. I don't want it. It's that bad. And we're not settling anymore because it hurts the business and ultimately it hurts my business. So no.
That's true. That's true.
And hold out for the good ones.
And you have to look out, especially, in my position, because it could get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? If so, yeah.
And the crazy thing is that you found somebody that you even said, wow, when I looked at their resume, it was like, whoa.
I was impressed. I was impressed.
Way more like qualified, like on paper, at least way more qualified or way more,
some of the shit I saw in the resume, I was just like, whoa, they've done. Okay. They're pretty cut out for this job then. They worked for a university,
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, it was pretty impressive.
Well, that's good. They can put everybody in a safe space.
Yeah, they can.
Yes.
Right. Well, she was a physician's assistant, or not physician, professor's assistant or something like that. And a few other things too. But I was, needless to say, I was pretty impressed. There's another person that was interested. He's an 18-year-old kid, just kind of the way he sort of comes across over the phone. It's typical 18-year-old kid. I can't knock him. He might, learn the ropes later, but I don't think he would work, honestly. But we're going to give him a shot. We're going to interview him.
18-year-old kid. If you want a temp, go with that. But this is not a job where there's advancement possibilities.
Exactly.
Okay. No. So what you don't want, unless you're looking for just a temp, this is why I'm telling, people at work, don't look for the young ones for the desk, because you want somebody who's looking for it. They take it seriously, but they're comfortable with that being what they do.
Well, the person knows
they're not going to be at 18.
I mean, when I sent out the little email blast and whatever, I posted how much it pays, how many hours it is. So they should be aware of, this is what it is,
right. But people that are college age, they're looking at it as a stopover. So just know that if you do hire somebody who's young, they may not hang out long. Be prepared to, when they get a better job or they graduate, you're just going to be back at square one. Now that might not be a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, you get a body in there who's good, it's fine, but that is a drawback to that. And I'm wondering too, if there's somewhere, just so you feel better about it, if there's another job she could do that's lesser. You know, is there another role she could fill? It doesn't have to be, but if there is, that might kind of.
Are you talking about my current assistant?
Yeah, like, can you, replace her, move her to another position?
I can't do that. We have just that one allocated position, so
yeah. I was just thinking, is there a way to soften it? And I know in corporate, what you do is you actually discontinue the title of the position. You put somebody in the same position with a different title.
Right.
And then that's how you can fire somebody through a loophole.
Sounds like Office Space.
Corporate Jim.
Oh, it's all corporate Jim, man.
Yeah. It happened to one of my friends. They got rid of spa director because she made a lot of money and they didn't like her. And they put in a spa coordinator.
Ooh.
Same job. And they paid a lesser qualified person half the money.
So they just changed the
title,
basically.
And one part of the job description.
Wow.
You got to make it look good. Yeah. I mean, it's totally shady. But if you're in a bind and there's no firing offense, you can do it that way.
That's interesting. No, I think, like I said, my gut feeling is that my current assistant will not be returning. That's what I feel, at least. I'm pretty. So you got to be prepared for that, and she's going to have to be prepared for it too. But like I said, I'm not looking forward to the conversation because I know it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to have that conversation now. Just say, we're bringing somebody on board. As you know, we're bringing a temp, and we'll see. I want to just keep in touch with you, how you're feeling. Put it on her.
Well, and that's what I told her the other day when she was like, I got stuff to do. I got to go to work. And I was like, no, your priority right now is getting better, which I didn't tell her, because that's because she was upset because they were telling her after the hospital, they're probably going to transfer her to a skilled nursing facility. And she's like, I got things to do. I got to come to work. I got to do it.
She's in denial. Yeah.
Oh, big time. So, but, we'll see what happens.
The greatest river of lies, denial.
Yes.
Denial, yes. Not just a river in Egypt.
Well, but also here's the other thing. I don't know her personally, but it seems like she's a little bit self-centered in the regard. I'd love to think it was, I've got things to do. It's like, no, I need the job. So, the fact that she's, hobbling around making you do the heavy lifting and making other people do things, there's a piece of integrity that if you are not able to perform the functions of the job, you're not helping anybody by being there.
No, she doesn't care about that.
And it's
so fuck that.
I've said that to her before. Like, if you can't perform this job, you can't. I
see that cruise control has a very slanted view of this person.
Yeah, he's But to be fair, he's witnessed a situation, which was a very bad situation.
Okay.
So it. It was what it was, I guess.
Well, I wasn't there, but even just just fire me then. I'd be like, let's talk about that right now. Because you do not do that. And it's one thing to in an office to
especially at a live event, right?
Yeah, it was a public event. Like we're setting up our table and she's screaming at me in front of,
oh my God, that you said that's what that just made. I'm not okay. Never mind. I'm just gonna.
That is basically, I got things to do. Well, but you can't
drink
do them
cruise control.
Well, yeah, deal with that because
to hold the fort down where you go get yourself a drink, man.
No, man, that's what the weed is for.
Okay, I got
you. No, but here, no, because this is where I'm coming with that. That not only is a disrespect to you as your employer, that is you as a person, because she's not thinking of anything. She's yelling at you as a quote unquote friend in a fucking public place as your employee in a public place while you're working. If that got back to anybody, any of that shit got back, it would reflect on you personally. And you were the one that got her the position in the first place.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm sorry. That just shows character right there, or lack of thereof.
Lack thereof, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And that's consistent with everything else. Not like, well, that was just that one incident. Nope. everything else, just about.
Yeah, there's been a few incidents.
A few, yeah, sure, yeah.
There's been several for sure.
A few.
Yeah.
So
there's just been a couple. Well, you only beat me once. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. He bought me flowers.
Yeah, he did. I fell down the stairs.
Damn. So here it goes.
I go from this. So sorry.
Now, how is this? I go from this tyrannical fuckface.
You must have heard that. You must have heard that poem before, right?
Which one? I have.
He bought
me
flowers.
Seen it. He bought me flowers. Yep. I've seen that one. It was a forward. But
that's
it's
crazy,
funny.
man.
I go from this tyrannical fuckface
You
boss
don't
to a
bring me
pushover
flowers.
testicleless motherfucker. Like neither of them are good.
Exactly. It's all good though, man. But like I said, everything is positive and negative. Everything is that's what I think. Everybody's strengths are also weaknesses and vice versa.
Sure.
So
absolutely.
It's like you're like I said, your friendship stuff, you have an idealistic way of looking at it, but it's also, you're not a corporate cocksucker. You're not
I'm not an asshole that just shits on people like, oh well, god damn it, you've worn out your use. So we're gonna just
you don't work
you gotta meet in the middle.
You mean you don't work at McDonald's?
Exactly.
Oh shit. Well, I'm just saying any old corporation, that's how they are. They're just
remember that guy? Remember that guy who said something about go to work at McDonald's, cocksucker, or something like that.
Oh,
in your
on
comments.
that video, that's right. The guy said McDonald's should put a sign out, "Cocksucker for hire" or something like that. Yeah, that was on one of my raps. Somebody uploaded one of my songs. My songs have been uploaded to YouTube, but the one guy had a comment. This guy fucking sucks. McDonald's should have a sign that says "Cocksucker for hire."
I don't want a cocksucker making my food.
I agree.
I want a very nice person.
If it's a woman, I do. Not just
it depends on who it is.
I don't mind.
Well, okay, no, but no, the okay, but no, but not someone who actually sucks cock, but someone who the colloquialism of said, I don't want an asshole making my food, because what if I have to order it with no ketchup?
Yeah, because if they
I want a nice person. I want someone
extra
happy making my
mayo.
food, right? Bitch doesn't want ketchup.
I'll give her ketchup, all right.
Yeah. So I'll give her, instead of an egg McMuffin, it's egg McMuffin.
Bleed on it. I want a happy person making my food. Don't we all want happy people making our food?
Yeah, man. So I guess we've wandered around subject. So everything in terms of just going back to what we were first talking about.
I got another topic that's
well, just real quick. I don't know. Did you have anything more? Because we kind of went off track with Koala, but did anything else besides this like craziness with the? I mean, obviously, is that what you wanted to talk about?
Oh well, that was pretty much it. Just like
that's just
my whole up. But you know what though? The thing is, at least I'm not stuck there. I'm putting a positive spin on it. I've got a good plan. I am financially able to. I'm not in a position where
you're not surrounded by dirty rats.
No more rats. No more rats. Oh, there was a huge one in the trap last week when I went over there.
Damn.
Oh, that's a really nice situation. That's a really nice situation,
Yes. But I mean, I'm not rolling in money, but I'm okay. I just feel bad for people that can't.
Rolling in dough.
Not anymore. Shit.
I mean, are you rolling in money?
Not anymore.
I mean, Jesus.
You were rodent.
Well, we'll keep whether you pray for someone or think about them or just send good vibes. Just everyone out there send good vibes just to make sure that whatever's going on with your respiratory system isn't fucking can be fixed.
Oh yeah, that's detrimental or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
prayers, all that good stuff.
It's good days and bad days, and it's better than it was. Now that we're getting a handle on it, it's just it's in order to do it right, it takes a little bit. You got to just detox and hey, celery juice. I'm telling you, it's great, great stuff.
That's
you sounded really enthusiastic there. Celery juice.
I love it, but I don't
Celery juice.
necessarily want it all the time.
After a while,
drinking
I'm
my
sure
food.
It's like,
yeah, celery juice. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, I'm sure you'd rather have some sushi or some steak, but you're kind of like, shit, I can't really eat that stuff.
I don't eat sushi. I don't like raw fish.
Oh, you don't like sushi? Okay, who is it that like?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know a few people that like sushi.
I can eat steak. It's not that I can't, but it doesn't always sit nice on my gut. So I have a steak up in my freezer that I will indulge in eventually.
At some point.
And I got a much bigger place. It's nice. I got a big redwood deck out back, and so there's good things too. It's a nicer place, way closer to work. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's good things.
Well, here's another house and health situation. This is something that's going on with my mom right now. So my mom and my stepdad noticed that their water bill has been way high. And they're going, what the fuck's going on here? How's that possible? So my stepdad goes outside and he turns off well, first he's looking at the water meter, and he's like, okay, that's weird. So then he turns off all the valves to the house. And then he goes and looks at the water meter and it's still running. It's still showing that there's water running somewhere. They had a plumber come out, and apparently they have a leak under the foundation of the house.
Oh shit.
So they're going, well, what do we do? Whatever. So, the plumbers and everybody come over and they said, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bypass that water line into the house. So that way, that's just going to run, but it's not going to, suck up your water bill anymore. So they've been having all kinds of work done at their house, and, they've been tearing out drywall. Like my mom's house is a war zone right now. And so they have a handyman that was there replacing the ripped out sheetrock. And he's like in his 60s. And he's up on this 10-foot ladder, or 9-foot ladder, sorry. He's on the 9-foot ladder and he falls and he breaks his leg.
Stop it.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
Man, if I'm lying, I'm dying, man. This dude falls, breaks his leg. Well, they don't know what happened, but he's having trouble getting up. So my stepdad is able to get him to his vehicle, get him in the truck. He was able to drive home. Well, I guess they know this handyman. That's somebody that's kind of friends with them or whatever. So the next day, I guess
there they go, messing around with friends again.
What is it with your family and their friends? You got one of them breaking a femur, and how you got
that's an ingrained thing. I think we like to, we rather have people we trust. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a trust. We got trust.
Yeah, but you're crippling them. I don't know what you're doing.
Seriously, you're fucking them. The hell is
this? John.
So it was fucked up, man. And so they called the next day and they said, oh yeah, he's in pain and he's not able to get around very well. So my stepdad comes over. They get him into the truck again. And they go to the VA because he has VA insurance. You talk about kind of shitty insurance, because they thought he might have Medicare, but he didn't apply for it because he's got VA insurance. So he figured that's good enough. Well, he gets the VA and they do an X-ray. Apparently he had broken, I don't remember what he broke. But anyway, it was a clean break. And so he's going through his rehab and stuff, but basically the doctor said that yes, he will be back at it soon. But he's a senior too. So I'm thinking this might be another situation where, shit might spiral out of control for this guy. You know what I'm saying? So the doctor's saying, yeah, you'll be able to go back with no restrictions, but it's going to take some time.
I just think that's a Silverhammer family pattern.
I know.
Family tradition.
It's a family tradition.
Yeah,
hiring
hire your old senior friends to do jobs for you.
Yeah, well, you know what? Those are the only motherfuckers that'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
Not when the word gets around. They're gonna be like, hell no.
Hell no, they fall. They make them fall off shit.
It's like someone like standing outside the door's like, don't work for this person. It's the curse of the Silverhammers. Right. If you work for them, you will break something. Don't do
Stephen
it.
King movie.
Everybody gets injured doing some shit for us.
Silverhammer.
The curse of Silverhammer for a reason.
The curse of Silverhammer.
The curse of Silverhammer.
Don't do it. Stay away.
It could be. It could be the evil curse of the Silverhammer family. Silverhammerly.
You're doomed if you stay.
Someone rolling out in a wheelchair. Like, I used to wash the floors at the Silverhammer house.
Well,
My daughter got me this job. I needed it.
Well, that's the thing too, because
I was 60 plus.
Well, you know what it is? My mom and I get this real sense of like, we're some relationship building motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of work that my mom used to do too. So that's what we do.
Relationship building motherfuckers.
We are some relationship.
We introduce a lot of people to doctors and nurses.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Let's build in relationships. God damn it.
That's how you build relationships. You get them to hurt themselves.
Well, see, this movie would be great because you'd have. I'm turning 60. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. They're saying that I might not be able to continue working at the office. Well,
but I know, Mr. Silverhammer.
Edith, there's a place that hires people when they turn 60.
Yes.
Actually,
aren't you, Edith?
A Stanley Kubrick production.
You have to be 60 to work for the Silverhammers.
Actually, it's called Silverhammer Inc. That's the name of the movie, Silverhammer Inc. Like, these motherfuckers get hurt when they come work for us because they're old. We only hire the old fuckers.
It's a dream job, Janeth. It's a dream job.
They
cursed
pay
him out
so much.
I cursed him out and called him a cocksucker in front of 30 people, and I still have the job.
He gave me a
She
raise.
didn't know.
Damn.
But she didn't know.
As my dad would say, you know how to hurt a guy. Shit.
I met their good friend, Dr. Jones. He was there for lunch.
Dr. Jones. It's funny.
Dr. Jones.
He's an orthopod.
Right.
Orthopod.
Orthopod.
Or
What the fuck?
orthopod is what I meant to say.
Is he a fucking insect?
Orthopod. That's the term.
Actually, that's part of the Silverhammer. It's aliens, and they're called the orthopods.
Oh yeah. Hey, we're aliens now. We're the alien Silverhammers, huh?
Building relationships.
Oh.
Injure humans after 60. That's our motto.
That's so fun. It's so fucked that you said that though about the VA. Like, he's a veteran, so his insurance sucks. Like,
I know. You would think that you serve your country.
They should get the best. I think they should get the top
of course.
line, but they don't.
Of course.
Shit.
They should. I got a question to ask, and this is kind of for Louie actually, because I know you're very conservative. I think a lot of us definitely lean that way. And I lean as, what do you feel about universal health care and about the insurance systems and what do you think the solution is? Because I think it's ridiculous that people have to, I got cancer and now I'm in debt. Like,
right.
What the fuck? Like, I don't know. I've definitely used to be more of that kind of conservative. I am still definitely conservative in a lot of ways. I don't know about government being the one to be in charge of it. But
that's what I'm saying. Like the government being in charge of it, I don't know about all that.
Right. Well, the problem is though, it's just greedy private bullshit, and they can do what they want. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like that's the problem.
I just think it's just a mess. It's just a complete.
But it's kind of going back to
mess, man.
But it's kind of going back to what Koala was saying earlier. Is that some people will be like, "Well, my insurance doesn't cover it, therefore I'm not going to do this thing that's going to save my fucking life." I'm like, really, dude? You gotta put yourself. You gotta set aside some funds and be like, okay, look, if I hit some sort of medical emergency and shit goes down and my insurance just doesn't cover it,
you got to be responsible.
I gotta fucking do it, man. I gotta take care of myself.
Yeah.
What do you
What are you gonna do? Just suffer?
Yeah. So I mean, what's universal health care gonna look like? Is it going to look like everything that the doctor prescribes gets freely handed to you, and
that's
what does that look like?
That's a slippery slope. Yeah,
it's not going to.
And
like? When people talk about, like, say in England, they have national health services. That doesn't mean you get everything you want.
yeah, exactly.
It means you can opt
that's the other
in
problem to that.
because
and honestly, the U.S. is very much entitled to getting everything that they want.
Right.
So when people are talking about universal health care, they're probably thinking when they're voting on universal health care, like if somebody's claiming that that's what they want to happen, they'll vote for them because they think, oh, if I get universal health care, then I won't have to pay for insurance, and I won't have to pay for co-pays, and I won't have to pay for co-insurance or any of that shit. And it's going to all come freely to me. I mean, even the pharmacies will have to just be like, well, that's free for you. Here you go, son. Here's your pills. Like, that's not going to happen like that.
Well, and if that is
a utopian,
if it does happen like that, it's going to be a socialist type thing where everybody gets taxed like 90% of their fucking income just to be able to afford it.
Well, not only that, but now that you're giving the government carte blanche in deciding, well, you don't need this. You don't need that.
Or you have to have this in order to get that. That's the dangerous piece. I have a client who really great shape, and they would not do a hip replacement on her, which she needed. She had a torn labrum that didn't heal right. She's in great shape. She's exactly the person you want to give a new hip to, because she'll rehab the shit out of herself. She was off her crutches in 2 weeks. So, but in order to get it, she had to do 2 different rounds of cortisone injections. And what that does is it eats the healthy tissue and speeds you along towards surgery. They're just now admitting that because they have to, because of podcasts and things where studies are being broadcast.
They put it out there now
from other countries.
And
so it's
podcasts.
But I mean, why should you have to inject something into your body that you don't want in order to qualify for a surgery?
That's the scary. Just you get like COVID, or like if that's the thing about all that stuff with government intervention. That's why.
So that's why I say no. I do not agree with universal health care, because how far are they going to extend themselves? How far? You give the government a little bit of power, they tend to.
They're going to Yep.
Bring it full circle.
Well, and that's the bad thing. Like on one hand, you got these, private companies that are just ripping and tearing and taking what the fuck they want, and somebody needs to regulate their ass. But at the same time,
Sure.
There has to be something done. I guess is what I'm saying.
What about like a private account you pay into, and then the most that they would have to do with is you pay in, you can use it for whatever you want. You've paid in, and then an extenuating circumstance is like, holy shit, I got, pancreatic cancer, God forbid. Then there could be some type of grant system you could apply for something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something like
that's kind of similar to, jobs who, like, I work for the state. So the job gives you insurance, and plus you have like it's a flex spending card that you actually put your own money into, right? So the money you're supposed to be getting.
Yeah. Yep. I got the same thing.
Yeah. So, so the flex spending card is to cover all the co-pays, all the, even pharmacy,
like pharmacies,
all the stuff, right? And then the insurance covers all the big stuff. Like, you cover all the little stuff, insurance covers all the big stuff. And I think that's how it should work. But not everybody works for the state, right? Not everybody works
and that's the thing too. Yeah. Yeah, and not only that,
and then my wife works for the hospital, so she has the same situation. Like, she's good, we both have good insurance and good flex spending accounts, and we don't have to worry about that shit.
Well, but the more you get your insurance companies involved, the more administration, the more people who are not qualified are making decisions about your health. And make no mistake, people, because there are doctors on boards making decisions because they're on a board, but they are not qualified to make said decision. I've had primary care doctors who are deciding for some of our workers' comp patients what they should get when the neurologist, and it's a neural situation, disagrees. Because he's not on the board. And so that's the thing is
so it's what this person says. They have the final say, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I feel about taxes, IRS and loopholes and tax things. Flat fucking percentage, people.
Yes, but see the problem is with that is that 10% to somebody is not the same. Bullshit. It's all the same.
It's all the same.
10%.
Everybody's
it's all the same.
Everybody's
it's the fucking same.
Yeah. It is the same. It is the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's come up with a percentage we can live with.
I honestly believe in a flat tax. Like,
yeah, I do too.
Not even a progressive tax like we have.
Well, are you hear this shit, all the time with, well, those fat cats should be paying more and all this other crazy shit.
No, they shouldn't.
Which is some bullshit. Because I mean,
but if everybody pays 15%, they would be paying.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's across the board. There's equality for your ass right there. You want equality?
Yeah.
That's equality. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and guess who the fat cats can hire? The accountants who know all the loopholes.
Right.
So that's why
exactly.
What I'm saying is it completely rearrange the tax code where there is no loopholes.
Right.
And it's just a flat tax.
Yeah, but see, that wouldn't benefit the rich, so they don't do it.
No, you make $1 million, you pay $150,000. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You make $10,000. Okay,
you make $1,000.
That's very poor, but you pay $1,500.
Well,
there you go, done.
And like you said, it wouldn't
destroy a whole industry, and that's part of the problem.
No child care tax credits, nothing for the poor, nothing for the rich, just a straight 15%.
Well, and here's the thing though. Here's the thing
or
though.
20%.
This is the problem. This is what happens with everything in this fucking country. And I love capitalism. I think it's necessary. And I think it's the great.
All right, I was almost about to shoot you.
but the problem is that industries are born out of it, so they don't want to change because let's say they change the health industry. Well, what happens to all these jobs and all this? The whole industry, it's gone. What happens with taxes? You change the tax code. All the tax people,
the whole IRS,
is
the
gone.
CPAs, all that stuff is gone.
So you have this self-interest problem.
That's why you have this communist capitalism where they're kicking you down the ladder so they can still survive. That's not real capitalism. This is like it's crony capitalism is what it is. We'll kick you down the ladder so you can't prosper. We're gonna make it so we have the monopoly.
Well, and CPAs would not be gone because businesses still need to have accountants to be able to do profit and loss statements just because you need to qualify for business loans and other things like that.
Right.
So they would not be totally gone.
But a lot of the industry would be, and that's the problem with change, that people don't want to change because they'll lose.
Hey, you guys keep talking. You guys keep talking. I gotta piss.
Yeah, there would be no more IRS audits at all because you wouldn't be able to.
There's nothing to audit.
There's nothing to audit. It's just, did you pay your 15% or 20%?
Well, you probably would audit though because there'd be people still burying stuff in book.
Yeah, but
you'd have
it would
some
definitely
of
be.
It would be different.
It'd be a lot different. And that, like you said, it's just like the income you have. It's cut and dry because like right now, I mean, you can get write-offs. Like everyone's like, you should get write-offs for your improv group. I'm like, yeah, dude. Every time you go out to dinner, I'm like, what the fuck? Every time you go out to dinner with your improv group, even if it's not for improv,
that's actually true.
It is, but you know what? When you take advantage too much, then you're under the radar, and so that's why I never did a lot of it.
You have to make it look good.
Yeah,
but unless you make enough money.
So I'm gonna tell you something that Max would definitely hate me for. Okay. Me and my wife used to do an MLM company. Okay.
Oh shit.
We used to do an MLM company, and we wrote off quite a bit, like just like taking people out to dinner, schmoozing, trying to get more, network.
That's the thing. Why wouldn't you?
Of
it's
course.
not legal. It's legal.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. So, that's definitely I think you could actually do that,
Well, and that's the thing about
but then again, don't go overboard. Like what they're telling, that other shit that they're telling you about, even when you're not with your group. No, don't fuck with that. Right. Don't fuck with that. Don't overdo it. in fact, even underdo it a little bit. Be like, oh, I think I spent about $20, $30, even though you may have spent $40 because of tip or something like that.
Well, I don't even do that. It's not really it's not a business so anymore. But when I was trying to do it as a business, but the other thing is like right now, like you can't make any money without being taxed. Like you can't make anything without doing taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So like a flat tax would at least be like, okay, I make $500 and it's 20% or 15%. Okay, it's 110, but well, you're a business owner, so it's 50% of the money we're taking out for you. So I guess the point is like, I'm repeating myself. It's all the fairness and the simplicity of it. Make it as simple as possible. You get paid a certain amount.
I mean, the tax code gets changed almost every year.
Yeah.
So like even the CPAs who knew stuff back, in 2024, like
they got to re-up
this past tax season, right? In 2025, they got to read up on it again and be like, okay, shit, what's changed?
Right. Every single time, it's shit changing.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah, it's weird.
By the way, Max, you missed the big revelation, and we need to go back.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Was that
very important? Yes.
Okay. What was it?
Louie tried to hide it. He tried to mask it and didn't think we'd bring it back up.
Okay. What happened?
Louie and his wife. Should I let him tell you? No, I'll say it. Louie and his wife used to run an MLM.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You guys ran an MLM?
Yes.
They call them network marketing nowadays.
Not running one, but we
multi-level marketing. You know what? I hated those shits back in the 90s when my brother first got wrapped up into those things.
Yeah, but you know how much he hates him. But he did it. He can't. How can you trust him again? How could you look at him the same again?
What's funny is, he doesn't have to look at me. He doesn't look at me anyway.
Don't get him sidetracked.
Wait a minute. Hold up, man. Hold up. The visually impaired dude is cracking blind jokes like a sighted motherfucker. I don't get that.
He's trying to sidetrack a situation,
That's
Max.
right.
I know. Look at that, man. Trying to deviate from this shit.
No,
even from this betrayal.
Even when I first got back in contact with you.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, there was a thing that you posted saying, none of these groupie dupe pyramid schemes, blah 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 blah. And I was thinking, yeah, we work for one right now.
Wait. It was this recent because we just reconnected as of what 2-3 years ago. So you were doing
this is big.
Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking like maybe you did that in the early 2000s or some shit, when everybody was kind of sucking into that. But you guys were on that as recently as a couple years ago?
Yep.
This is when like Luke and Laura on General Hospital.
Mainly my wife.
What were you selling?
He says mainly my wife. You got to throw your wife under the bus now, man.
What were you selling? Yeah, mainly.
We're selling dietary. We're selling dietary.
Dietary.
There were some noni juice motherfuckers, weren't you?
Yeah, we were some noni juice motherfuckers.
Which one were you selling?
What were you selling?
What were you selling? Was it that Juice Plus shit? Is that what that was? Juice Plus.
Nope.
Nope.
No, he's still doing it, so he can't say it because it'll be.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not. No. What's funny is that when my wife got really busy with nursing school, she just stopped. She was like, I don't have time to do anything. Like, I don't have time to post on Facebook and do all the things that they ask you to do, and all the stuff that they ask you to do. And so we weren't making any money at all. And I was like, well, if we're not making any money, I'm not going to start trying to, because I was a bad salesman anyway. I sucked at it. I wasn't that good. She was way better than I was.
Because I know why you weren't that good. Because you're like, this.
You don't believe in it.
I didn't. There was part of me that didn't believe in it, knowing, and also, I started watching a lot of anti-MLM videos.
Oh.
I started watching a lot of anti-MLM, and I'm like, these fools are right. They are so right.
You these ideas that it's this is the thing is the MLMs, no matter which one it is, it's on such a false premise of hope, because it's like you can work for yourself and set your own business up. How horrible would it be to be in a why do you want to be in an office from 9 to 5?
The thing is that they want to call you entrepreneurs too. But who are you? Are you selling? You're not selling.
Yeah, you didn't come up with the idea.
Product. Yeah. You're not selling a product that you can't. Yeah, exactly. That you have like everything invested in it. Like you came up with the production design, the packaging, that's an entrepreneur. That's a real entrepreneur.
Or even the style of business, you didn't come up with anything. And then you often, I see people struggling to even make anything. And they're putting in way more hours than I do.
Right.
And putting in more money than they make. So they put in more money than they
spend more money
make.
than you're making. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and like you said, and time too, like getting on Facebook and posting and doing your social media bullshit.
So that's actually funny enough. That's actually the reason why I even got a Facebook in the first place.
Oh, so the truth comes out. The reason you got a Facebook was to promote your pyramid scheme.
Right.
Wow.
And do you see that I don't post anything anymore?
I don't see it. Yeah, no. You started doing your Matter of fact, you know what you need to bring back though, man? Is those
I need to do the mental health Mondays again.
I was gonna say the mental health Mondays. Those were pretty dope, man. I used to like
that. That was fun. That was fun for me too. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, you should do them again, man. If you got time. I mean, if maybe you may not have time. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did have more time back then, but still, I think I could swing it. You know.
Okay. Well, shit. If
you could start a multi-level marketing with that. Just
multi-level marketing Mondays.
Doing
No.
Welcome to multi-level marketing Monday, where we can show you how to start your own business.
No, I'm saying recruit some other psychologists, counselors. They can be under you.
Awful.
Dude,
they can do mental health Monday.
That is awful. That is awful.
Dude, that's what it is. That's your downline, man.
That's an entrepreneur right there.
So really, check this out.
That is entrepreneur right there.
Check out how shit works. The only reason why I'm on this podcast at all is because I was part of a multi-level marketing.
Wow. Whoa.
So otherwise we wouldn't have reconnected through Facebook.
Right.
Wow. That's funny.
Because what was I doing? Really, what I was doing was I was hunting for people. Now, was I hunting to recruit you? Was I hunting to recruit you?
You never hit me up about any of that shit.
No,
that's why I'm surprised.
Because I knew your position. For one.
Wow. Without even talking to me, without even, like.
Well, no. I saw that. I don't want no groupie dupe. Something.
That's right.
That's
that I had a groupie dupe.
See, that's exactly why. That's why you're not successful at MLMs, because the people who actually, or not just successful, but that's why you couldn't do it, because the people that do MLMs, they don't care. They'll take no for an answer. Like 20 million
assholes. Basically,
they are the most insensitive. I had somebody try to sell me products when my father was dying of lung disease, because he's expiring and he needs these nutrients, and it wouldn't be right if I didn't share this.
They definitely do that.
So now they show their civic mindedness. It wouldn't be
No, they're not doing that.
No,
what they're trying to do is prey on people who are like,
I know what the fuck they're doing, but they're
desperate to receive nutrients that they don't really even fucking need and that they don't even work.
It's under the guise of, well, it could prolong his life. It's all bullshit. Is what it is.
Well, when I got hit by the car, I had somebody, a friend of mine called me, and
was this that couple you told me about that was on the phone?
It was a three-way call, and I was like,
that's right.
Oh, that's nice that she's checking in. What the fuck is he doing on the phone? I've met him once, and we just want to check in with you and how you doing. I'm like, well, I'm having a hard time walking and this and that, but I'm getting the right help. But I'm going to fly out.
If you have a three-way call, that's a sign.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
that's a sign right there.
And I just was like, okay, but I gotta go. And we just worried about you, and make sure that you have 2 of the shakes every day. Blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah.
I'm having trouble eating anything. Well, and there's no reason that you should have to pay for the shakes and this and that. And you need to be doing. I lost it. I was like, you're not a nutritionist. You have no medical background, no training. Nope. and you're a vulture. I said, if I ever wanted anything to do with you, I don't now. Just don't ever call me again.
That's the thing. I would never do that.
No,
that's insanity.
Because you're normal.
That's what she said. If you're an opportunist asshole that just doesn't give a shit, then you'd probably be successful in multi-level marketing. But obviously, that's not your. You know, you're not that.
I mean, I've met tons of people telling people don't do chemo. You know, that's just poison. Da 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 da. You know, do our cleanses. It's like, well.
So here's our little quickly. Here's our little story. From 2012 to 2019, we were part of a group called Advocare. Advocare went under.
Who that is.
Advocare?
Advocare went under as a pyramid scheme. They got sued. It went down. We were still in it when it went down. Okay.
So you guys have done several of them now.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Well, no, just two.
Just two.
So then, just two. So
I can see one, but two? Shit.
Yeah, we did Advocare. Well, here's the deal. When our leaders decided, okay, Advocare's going down, we're not going down with the sinking ship. They figured out another group to join, another MLM to join. And here, on. No, I didn't jump on. My wife did. But here's the deal. I am a little bit, but here's the deal. She told me, she said, I'm gonna go visit. I'm not gonna say the person's name. I'm gonna go visit this person who's our leader. I'm gonna go visit this person.
Leader.
Yeah. Take me to your leader. No,
there it is.
He's like, crystal executive.
But she was the person who, you know, kind of got us into the other company or whatever. Okay. So she said, I'm going to go see what she's talking about with this new company. And I said, oh no. And she goes, I'm just going to see. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right.
It's going to be
next thing I know, she's buying the intro package and shit. And I'm like,
oh hell no.
Round two.
No.
And I love what I love about this story, that it's so insidious because they're really good at getting you. But see, she's going with the leader who got you into the company that went belly up in the first place.
The same slimy son of a bitch that grabbed you the first time, you guys go with him again. Like, maybe this one will be better.
Well, actually, it really was better for like the first 6 months.
Yeah,
my wife was actually making money, like a lot of money, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, if you get in early enough, you can make money.
If you get on top
floor,
of it,
or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
On the ground
she
floor.
got in. She must have got in kind of early because she was making money, and I was like, oh damn, we're gonna have to file taxes on this shit. Like we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to hire a CPA for this because this is a lot of money.
Damn.
Well, I love some of the science behind a lot of what they do because I get hit with a lot of these things, and you know we do because healthcare providers
about the science.
Well, because the you know in complementary medicine, everybody think, oh, this is perfect. You know, we're gonna get her because you know these guys they talk to a lot of people, blah 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 blah, and then they throw the studies at you. And I remember somebody sent me this. He's brilliant. They interviewed him, and he broke down exactly how how it is to get a study across and how it's not biased if the company that you work for actually supports the study. I'm like, yeah. But anyway, so I have a friend who her PhD is in how to do clinical studies. Terribly boring, but wealth of information on that. And so I'm looking at this. I said, none of these are actual clinical studies. These are case studies.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And they're anecdotal. Now that doesn't mean that I don't think that there's truth in it, because a lot of what I do is based on anecdotal evidence, not clinical double-blind study.
Right.
But it's like I've seen enough of it. I can't say clinically that it's proven. I can say that I've seen a lot of it work. Right. So there's truth to that, but you're seeing. I mean, this is Nobel Prize winning stuff. I'm like,
see, those are those buzzwords that make me go, what the
fuck? So here's the deal with the whole when COVID was hitting.
Oh,
when COVID was hitting, there was slimy people out there that were saying our products will be able to assist or help cure or do something and whatever. And they cracked down on what they call the
COVID capitalists. That's their call.
No. The actual like so. There is, believe it or not, there is some sort of like not necessarily. It's not government regulated. It's like its own little organization. I think it's called the direct sales.
Something like
something or other. Yeah. Organization.
Unified Scumbags of America.
It's like all the MLMs are underneath that umbrella in a sense.
Yep, Unified Scumbags of America, USA. Unified Scumbags of America.
Well, but they had to do that because a lot of people were posting
making medical claims. So they were like, you cannot make medical claims about any of our products anymore. Like, don't do that.
Oh, shit. Well, one of the videos on our channel wasn't any of the Nothing Sacred episodes, funny enough. It was an old Shit That Irks Me show from like 2015. And they flagged it and removed it because they said it gave medical misinformation. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm going to have to go back and listen to the MP3 and see what the hell we were talking about. But
probably ramming somebody up the ass or something like that, or
yes,
one of our stupid ass
old lady vaginas.
Old lady vaginas, using vaginas as ashtrays. Medically, you should never use a woman's vagina as an ashtray.
As an ashtray,
Don't use their butt for butts.
I think we had something about female scrotums on here that could be a problem.
That's definitely. That's
there are
misinformation.
Then again, current day female scrotums are a thing.
I was going to say that sounds like modern day.
Well, and actually, I think what you said was never grab a female by the scrotum, which that's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
Was that me or Cruise Control?
I'm sure it was you.
No, it was Cruise.
Cruise Control. See, Cruise Control did it. It wasn't me this time.
Damn right. By the way, while we're talking, keep talking. But give me a year.
Let's see.
We should go early.
We've not done that.
We've done 91. We've done 91, right?
Yeah, we've done 91. It was not good.
Should we go back to the 80s, like 82 or something?
82.
I was going to say 82.
Let's do 82.
All
right,
let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, 1982. So
keep going. I'll look it up while you guys are talking.
But I guess that's what's funny is here it is. Now they're cracking down on things that are medical misinformation and all this other shit.
Yeah.
But yet these pyramid scheme fuck faces are just going,
they're still rolling. They're still rolling.
Well, they can do it a certain way. And one of the things that is really tricky is when people have their personal Facebook pages, they can post things. I mean, they could get in trouble for doing it, but they just can't link it to the actual company's Facebook page, and so it gets. But I think they're cracking down on that too.
It was almost Pfizer. You can't tag Pfizer on Facebook and say, "Yeah, these motherfuckers, this shit causes this" or whatever, right? Like you could tag Pfizer in a post.
But if you're still talking about the MLM companies,
I
honestly think that they would like look at our Facebooks and stuff.
I would think they would.
Which is like kind of like a violation in a sense, like, right? Like,
totally.
Looking at what we're doing,
Oh,
they're like, we've come across some people who are doing this, and you guys need to stop that. Like, don't do that anymore. Like, it's almost like cracking down on us,
Well, I've reported some people though too, because I've gone. There's a company that.
So you're the culprit.
Well, because I've had some people that do like what they did with my dad and what they've done with other people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? You cannot be doing that. Nope. And then I had somebody use my account. What they did is they didn't use my credit card, but it's like if I sign up so many people, I get this award. And so all of a sudden I'm getting an email from an order that I didn't make. Now, granted, I wasn't charged the order.
Oh shit!
Right. Yeah, no.
So
that's definitely.
What do they do?
No, that's no. Let me tell you. I'll explain to you.
Okay.
So that I don't know how, but I guess she signed up for something.
I didn't sign up for anything. They had my email address, and so I had somebody.
Maybe they signed you up.
Yeah, I had somebody ask me to do this. Like, can you just, all I need are the names and emails of people. They're not going to get charged for anything.
Never go for that.
But here's what they're doing though. Okay, so how to explain a pyramid scheme? Round one. Okay. What they're doing is they need a certain number of people to have a certain amount of orders in their little account. Right. So they created an account that was underneath them that has Koala's information in it. Then they use their own. Then they use their own personal credit card to purchase product underneath that account to make it look like.
So wait a minute.
The product was being purchased under that account.
Oh yeah, that's how they continue on. That's how they get. That's part of the scheme.
So they spent money on Koala's behalf to their own money.
That's how they do it. That's how they get.
But if they use the product anyway.
Yeah,
they look at it like it doesn't hurt me, so then I get commission on it.
Yeah, it gets shipped out. It gets shipped out to their address. They pay for it, but under Koala's thing, it says $100 worth of product.
Exactly. She's met, or the other person has met
the business volume
for people,
and that's
the business volume.
And that the thing is, the genius part is that's part of the scam that they know that their people are in the program are going to do that. They know they're going to spend their own money. They know that the whole point of them is spending their own money. So it's like, well, I was going to get the product anyway. No, bullshit.
Yeah, this acquaintance of mine just got caught.
You're doing it to get people. Yeah, go ahead. Well, I'm sorry.
Well, she just got caught because she accidentally forgot to say don't send an email out.
Oh no!
I see.
So that's how she got caught. I was like, "What the fuck you mean? So and so, order?" And I called right away because I know she's a scammer. I was like, "Hey, this person did that. I'm not okay with it. Is this how your company behaves? Then I want this person."
I bet you they probably kicked him out. We'll see. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it was a while back. I never followed through, but I was like, I'm sure they wouldn't have given a rat's ass. Oh, rat. I'm sure they wouldn't have given.
Hey, this time you cracked on your shit.
I know. I gotta stop doing that. But I'm sure they wouldn't have given a shit.
It's cathartic
if I hadn't said anything. But the fact that I did, I love my new couch, guys. By the way, this thing is great.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
I got a new couch. It's all
because it's rat free.
It is, and I got a marble coffee table.
Ooh, I like that.
No coasters.
You know what? I'm really glad that you ratified the situation.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not going to do that. I said I was not going to, so I'm not. I'm going to be good. I'm not saying anything.
Yes. I did. Yes. I did.
And she did. So that gives us permission.
That's right. She broke the seal. Okay.
Yep. She broke the seal. So, now it's all.
No, you can pick on me about the rats. It was more like the breathing thing. I'm a little sensitive with that.
No, we would never. I wouldn't do that.
We didn't make any bold jokes. I mean, we can, but
we would make jokes of. Actually, maybe we might, but so I.
You might.
Well,
I think it's possible.
Yeah. There might be a small chance if we were.
And that's fair. If I had,
if one of the songs was called "Lose My Breath" or something like that, then
Oh yeah.
or breathe again.
Every breath you take.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So you want to start on that, guys?
Sure.
I guess we're going to start going there for the countdown.
All right.
Yep.
So it's 1982. We got July 31st, 1982.
Okay.
So, it's July 31st. So numero 20. Actually, we'll start with 21 because I like Rich Springfield. And this was "What Kind of Fool Am I?"
Oh, damn. Just let go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who this. I don't remember personally. Carla Bonoff. Bonoff.
Somebody's eyes. Is it somebody's eyes?
I don't know. It's called Personally.
Oh, personally, I'll send. Yeah, I know the song. I'll sing it in a letter. Personally. Yeah. Okay. She was one of those crossover country artists.
I have no idea who that is, but she needed to change her last name.
Yeah,
she had a song. Well, she had a song on the Footloose soundtrack called "Somebody's Eyes." That's the one. That's what I know her for.
Maybe it's Bonoff. I'm just being a dickhead.
Bonoff, Carla Bonoff.
Well, either way.
But I do know
Carla Bonoff.
I do know. I know what he's talking about there.
All right, number 19 is a Journey song.
Oh,
hey.
See if they can get it.
Open Arms.
Nope. Still They Ride.
What?
I don't remember that one.
Still They Ride.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. Still They Ride.
This is the Hot
Yeah, I don't know
100
that
from
one
that
either.
time. So let me.
Still they ride.
Still they ride.
That wasn't on the greatest hits.
I was gonna say I don't remember.
I know,
that being
I
on
have
the
no
greatest hits.
idea.
It was top 20. It's a hit. And when anything that's top 40 is a hit.
I mean,
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
On the CD.
my first intro to Journey was the greatest hits album, and that wasn't on there.
Still they ride. I don't. Yeah, I'm not getting an audio picture of that one.
No.
But
An audio picture. That's funny.
Right.
But
it's a slow one. It's like it doesn't. It's.
I'm gonna have to look it up after we're done here.
Check it out. All right. It's kind of Begley. It's kind of like one of their
Begley. All right. Still they ride by Journey. Okay. All right.
All right. Number 18 is another one I don't know. A Paul McCartney song.
Okay.
Take It Away.
Take it away.
I don't remember that either.
I remember that.
What? Max doesn't remember?
I don't remember. There was two that I don't
memory
remember.
Is shit now. Don't go by his memory anymore.
Nah, man, he knows.
Wait,
he
wait,
knows
wait.
some stuff. He'll be like, "What the hell? I know
My
that song."
long-term
I've never
memory.
even heard of that
My
song.
long-term memory is dope. It's my short-term memory that sucks.
So pre-Alzheimer's.
Yeah, exactly.
Take
That's
it
the
away.
beginning. Yeah, I don't remember that either. Take it away. I
I'm
remember
trying
some
to
other
listen
shit.
to.
Take it away.
Yeah.
Any kind of fool would.
Take it away.
Oh, you're thinking of
Baby, come back.
Player. Yeah, Player, Baby Come Back. See? Yeah, that's
it's take me away. Wanna hear you play till the lights go down. I kind of remember
I still don't remember that one.
But that was when he was the only one I liked from him was No More Lonely Nights. I thought that was a good song.
Oh, that was a great song.
No More Lonely Nights.
Yep. Oh, that was
Never
another
be
one. That's
another.
Right.
No
That's
more
right.
lonely nights.
That's right. I
That was
remember that
later
one.
on.
Yeah, that was like 83 or something.
Yeah, number 17 is a song, Max, that we have spoofed many times. It is a 38 special song.
Caught up in you.
Yeah, I caught it in you. I caught it from you. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I caught it from you.
Yep.
What did you catch?
Yeah, 38 special. That's 82. God, I was in second grade.
Yeah,
Like first and second grade throughout. And this is July, so this is the summer of 82. So
it's right when we were about to go into second grade, huh?
If you guys can go and remember back.
You were in second grade already?
Oh, yep. Well, let's see.
I was going into second grade. I was into second grade.
I was 5.
Wait a minute. I'm 82, summer of 82. I just turned 4.
Oh shit!
Wow, so you guys were like, we were only 6. I was only 6. Max was 7.
I was about to be
What'd
7.
You do?
So I was
skip a grade, man?
Grade.
Skip the grade or something?
Well, wait a minute. Hold up for a second. Chris,
No, you must
you
have
were
been
great
going into
behind
first
me.
grade.
But
I was in 82. I was 6 because I turned 6 in 82.
I turned 6 in 81. So...
Yeah. I was going into second grade. That I would be going in the next year of school. I just finished first grade.
That's what I think my shit was.
No, wait, no, I'm wrong. I am wrong.
You're going
I was going into
grade,
first grade. Yeah, so
that's right because I was going into second grade.
Okay, I was like, whoa.
I had Mrs. Haniak.
How old is this motherfucker?
I know, right?
Yeah,
that was me going into Mrs. Haniak's class for 1980. By the way, I had a little schoolboy crush on her. If you didn't know.
Oh yeah, everyone did. Her and Mrs. Hall.
God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh yeah. Look at the way you said that.
I had a few little schoolboy crushes on a few teachers. Mrs. Wilson in 5th grade.
He'll probably say I jacked off to her voice one day.
I did. Later in life.
Oh God.
He's like 13 going, yeah, I can find
Mrs. Haniak. You can call you Haniak for a reason.
Mrs. Handiak.
Handiak. Yeah, but I had a little schoolboy crush on her when I got into second grade. I remember that.
Yeah, she used to read aloud to us. That's how I got into reading.
Hell yeah, Where the Red Fern Grows and all those books.
And we'd all be crying.
Of course.
Charlotte's Web.
Oh yeah, Charlotte's Web. That was
she'd do the
one.
Yeah,
she'd do the voice.
She dope with the voice. And then later on, she did voices for Maxwell.
Her Charlotte's Web.
Read the part where Charlotte's writing the words with her web again.
And the words are "Do me, Maxwell."
She did voiceover. Voiceover on my little on my microphone. You know.
Oh yeah. I stuck her like the world's best pig.
Oh,
Where the
man.
white sperm flows. That's what it
Where
was.
the white. Oh God.
White sperm flows. You killed that dog.
I hear Louie laughing with a
Okay.
mouthful of soda there. All right.
Clifford the Big Red Dick.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Thank God she didn't read
Max
Old
and
Yeller.
Giant.
Oh, Yeller.
She did read. She did read James the Giant Peach, I believe.
I
Max and the Giant. Max
I don't
and the
remember
Giant Cooch, because it would be really big. No.
The giant tweech.
No, you can say the peach.
Max
She had
and
a
Vagina Peach.
Oh yeah.
Vagina pouch.
Sorry.
Well, it's a
Max
furry,
and the
it's a
giant
furry
peaches.
fruit, so you can cut a hole in the middle and fuck a hole in it or something. Yeah.
All right. So number 15 is a song. I didn't see this one coming. It's from Stevie Wonder.
He didn't see it either.
I know that's why it was a joke. I was doing that joke. That's why I did that joke. See, I wanted someone else to follow me up. Good job. All right. It's I don't know. Do I do? Do you remember that one?
Yeah, that's a good song.
I do?
When I see you on the street, my whole body gets weak. It's like everybody's just completely cranked up. It's a great song.
I do?
He says when I
do.
see you on the street.
He does.
Well, if you guys
There's
okay.
a theory that Stevie Wonder can see. There it is.
Hold up now.
There's always a theory.
Okay, I gotta say something. Okay, you guys remember that song by Jeff? You guys remember the song by Jeff Healey called "Angel Eyes," right?
Yeah, great song.
There's a fuckload of visual references in that song, and that dude's blind. So if you listen,
someone wrote the song for him and he sang it.
Well, that's why they wrote it. Like,
or he wrote it for himself and knows how to make analogies about vision, because analogies about vision have nothing to do with it.
And that's true. He may have had some vision at some point,
or metaphors, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Or
but either way,
he might just be a poet, and I mean,
and he knew it.
Right.
Either way, I thought it was funny that here's a blind dude with a song called "Angel Eyes" with a bunch of visual references in it, and I was just like, "Oh shit, okay," Like I know somebody did that.
You were falling in the stereotype of your own. You were wow.
No, you know what it was? Because I know how sighted motherfuckers think. This is the kind of shit they'll do.
Like, well, Homer wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey, and he was blind. There's a lot of visual. Homer wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey, Greek literature. He was blind. There's a lot of visuals.
Hey, Beethoven was deaf for the last few years
true.
of his life. Wrote some symphonies.
I thought he was deaf.
Is that when he wrote that bang 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 bang? Like Beethoven, seriously, you got to stop.
It's the only thing I can hear.
That was the least flattering Beethoven rendition I've ever heard. I was going to say no,
it's a terrible song. It's the worst.
You know what it almost sounded like was that Black Eyed Peas song.
It's a terrible
song. Tonight's gonna be a good night.
Terrible song.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like his rendition of.
It's a terrible song. You're playing it with one note, but it's actually a very, very melodic. You're out of your mind.
No, it sounds like somebody learning the piano.
All right, this is getting ridiculous.
Okay, on the piano.
I'm so glad this is my last show.
Actually orchestral. It's orchestral.
So glad
I'm on cruise control side on this one.
Okay, y'all just love Beethoven.
Yeah, if you were playing it with like a Casio keyboard, like from 1978, like maybe.
What's wrong with the Casio keyboard?
You're right.
It's a stinky keyboard.
It's a stinky.
Hey, I thought Casio was dope. I had a few Casio keyboards growing up.
The higher end ones some of them were okay.
But the one I had, the Casio 670, I made some dope shit on that.
Yamaha is good, but Casio definitely not. Professionals don't use Casio. Casio is meant for like the learn with the lights type shit.
Yo, man, but you remember I made some pretty dope shit with that Casio 670 that I had.
Yeah, remember? For what you were doing in your room, but any actual musicians don't actually. I've never actually seen a musician. A lot of them don't use, unless it's like really, really high end. Casio.
I would actually love to see that. I think it'd be fun. Like, listen, guys.
Actually, I'm gonna do a little sidetrack. I'm gonna write into Google. Do
professionals
professional musicians use Casio? That's interesting.
I bet you can find a track on somebody's just for fun.
Somebody must have something. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
Just-
quality and advanced. Let's see. Says of course it says some do, and I know some do, but it's not a keyboard. Let's see. Are highly regarded in the music industry for their innovative electronic instruments. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably being Cassioist.
You're being a Casio
I'm being a
Nazi.
keyboardist. Yeah,
You're being very keyboardist.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you still, and I'm a keyboard player, so
that's what I've heard. And when I was looking for keyboards, now I did end up getting a Casio keyboard myself, but for me, it was a keyboard for in my price range. It was the best of the bucks, but in terms of, it was like you could use it for performances, but mainly it's for and I did use it for some improv stuff, but that's improv. Like anyway,
yeah. So what are we at?
I'm definitely a Yamaha guy. So
yeah, number 15, Yamaha, hell yeah.
What?
Number 15, that was terrible. Okay. Number 15 is a song by a band that I don't know how you feel about them. I don't think they were just kind of there for me. But this is their most famous song, and it's Vacation by the Go-Go's. Yes.
Go-Go's Vacation meant to be spent alone.
Yeah,
that song was all right. That was all right.
That whole band, they were a female band that played their own stuff, but the music, their style of music, like We Got the Beat and Vacation. And,
they were kind of cheesy. I mean, they were all right. That particular song was okay. It was.
Aren't they the ones that do the locomotion song?
No, that's Kylie Minogue, man.
This is we got the beat and our lips are sealed.
Our lips are sealed. Yeah, that was another one.
No, what you say? No, they're not bad. Don't get me wrong, but I've never been a huge fan. So what do you think, Koala? Are you a go-go?
Not really. Yeah, not into it.
Yeah, that particular song that you mentioned, I like it. It was okay. It wasn't anything that I was like, this is great.
Yeah, they don't irritate me. Like, I just don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
they're kind of neutral in the.
With Koala, that's pretty good. I mean, they don't irritate her.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
We know about it.
Thank God.
Bruce Hornsby, the range,
and then
they must be pretty good.
Well, then again, Belinda Carlisle's voice is fucking irritating as hell. When you're out at sea.
That's true. She was a go-go.
Yeah, her voice is really
circle in the sand. Yep.
She's circling the sand.
Yep, that's her circle in the sand.
Mad About baby, you. If you know what that's worth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, heaven is a place on.
Mad About
You. What was the other one they did? Mad About You.
It's like Katharine Hepburn with a little bit of voice,
Yeah.
There's some vibrato's good, but then there's some vibrato.
Well, it's just she's got this weirdness in her tone too.
She leans into it. Yeah, exactly.
Well, a little too much.
It's like a ghost of Katharine Hepburn, like I said.
It kind of is.
All right,
moving on. 14.
Number 14 is a great song, actually. Juice Newton. Love's just a little bit, love's been a little bit
hard on me. Oh,
yeah. Been a little, just been a little.
That's right. I remember that song. Juice Newton. God damn, you're going back now.
Very good pop song.
Love's been a little bit hard on me.
Yep, very big. Yep. Sort of like Mrs. Hanyak, and Max,
Love's been a little bit hard on me.
Well, I used to read to him in second grade. Oh, there's a little bit.
Max is a little bit hard for me.
Hard for me.
With his 7-year-old dick.
Wow.
Damn. Well,
Max, put that away. What are you gonna do with that?
At the time, sexually, I just wanted to, cuddle with her. That's what I wanted to do,
Okay.
No, it was when you were 12 or 13 that you went back to the archives. And went,
exactly. I went back to the Jackives, and I was like, yeah, there we go.
I come back to where I'm like, remember me from second grade, Miss Andy?
Yeah, no, I could. You broke my heart. because I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around.
Yeah, you remember I used to be your student, but now I'll be your teacher.
Now I can really shake them down. Do you love me? Oh,
I'll give you some second grade. Here's some second
my second
helpings.
spray. Here's my second spray now.
Yeah. 1982.
I can mash potato.
I can mash potato.
Yeah, you were my teacher in 1982, but tonight's the night you ate my spew.
Okay.
That's what you get for hanging around a bunch of dudes, Koala.
Yep.
That's
what you're gonna hear.
Hey, it's better than being like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for you, Koala. And then when she gets off, it's like, oh my god, what a bitch. Oh my god, Koala's back. Oh, you're back, Koala. Oh, so sorry.
So happy you're back.
Oh my god, it's so terrible. Oh, let's be friends. I'm gonna go out to dinner. Let's go out and do shopping. Okay. Oh, she's leaving again. Oh, Koala's a whore. What a fucking bitch. Anyway.
All right.
I don't know where that came from.
So are you saying we call her a whore to her face?
Most girls are calling the whore to behind their back, That's what it is.
Koala's a stand-up broad. She would rather be called a whore to her face than behind her back.
I would. Yes.
Wait, what's a broad? Is that a broad?
A broad. I didn't say broad. I said
broad. I said broad. Okay, I was like, okay, stand up.
If you're gonna do it,
no, it's a place where cars used to go, but you put broads in them. It's the barrage.
It's where you keep your broads in the garage.
Barrage.
Yes.
I got 7 broads in the garage. I call it a barrage. I got to stand
well,
there.
I mean, because like if you had a garage, you don't drive, so you got to use it for something.
Right.
That's right.
I got a girl to drive each car that I got. And she sleeps in it too.
Barrage.
She sleeps in the back seat.
Barrage. I got to my barrage.
I let her be
that's always my joke when I introduce myself to certain people, like new people who I'm working with. I'll say, "Hey, look, what's wrong with the eyes? I can't see very well, so you don't want to see me on the street driving. It's gonna be bad for both of us."
Yeah.
All right?
breaks the mood. You gotta
yeah.
I come on out to my barrage.
It breaks the mood. You get it? But I'm ching. Breaks the mood.
Wow. Let's steer the
Number
conversation
13.
back.
Number 13. Number 13.
Number 13 is when I da 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 da. And I dun 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 dun.
Sounds like a rap song.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
And I wasted on the way.
It's Crosby, Stills and Nash. Is that what that is? Let the water come and bury us away.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. It is Crosby, Stills and Nash. Yep.
One of the songs that I liked from them. I didn't know which one it was, but I didn't realize they said
What is it?
They got
What
a
is it
couple
called?
good ones.
Oh, Wasted on the Way.
Come and bury us away.
Yeah, wasted on the way. It's called Wasted on the Way.
Oh, Wasted on the Way.
Probably about getting drunk throughout life.
Probably.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Probably.
Number 12.
All right, this one is another one that got really old fast, and I don't like it that much, but it's still better than anything that they play today. Do 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 do.
Tainted Love.
Tainted Love.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I've heard that song's about pedophilia.
Well, whatever.
Oh,
don't touch
is.
me.
If you listen to the lyrics, I was like, oh shit. Somebody told me that, and I was like, oh damn, it could be.
Have to pack my. No, I don't think it's. I think they.
I'll give you all the boy could give you. Take my tears, and that's not really. Oh, tainted love.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I think it's pedo fucking shit.
Well, that song is one of those songs that when I was a kid, I knew it when it came on. I was like, oh, it's gonna take forever to get through. It's that fucking part in the middle. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Right.
It's just so monotony.
It goes on and on and
on.
on.
Baby.
Just no. I mean, it's an okay song, I guess, but no.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. And they
Have you guys heard of the Scorpions?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Of course, Scorpions are dope.
Did you know that they made Tainted Love? They did Tainted Love.
They did a version of that?
Yeah, it's like a rock. It's pretty good. I was like,
I'm gonna have to check that out
good.
too. So what were the songs we wanted that I
How long
the Journey?
I'm gonna
Still We Ride.
Still
and
You Ride.
Scorpions. I want to check out the Scorpions Tainted Love
I think
too.
that would actually be good.
I think it would be too
I
because they
could
were
see
pretty
that
dope.
being good.
Yeah, I like the Scorpions.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Scorpion.
All right.
Yeah.
German group actually.
Yep, German.
No,
German.
aren't they like
They're from Germany.
There's something. I thought they were from somewhere else.
I thought they were
Norway or
German.
something.
I mean, maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're right.
I think they're German, man. I think the Scorpions are German.
Okay. There's
Okay,
something.
so
I just like the lead guy's name, Michael Schenker.
Schenka? Oh, come on, man. That's hardcore.
Schenka.
Schenka, I'm gonna shank your ass.
It was the radio edit version, guys. The regular version of the song was only like 3 minutes long, but the radio edit version with the "Where Did Our Love Go" cover it's 4 minutes. But as a kid, 4
That's
minutes
a long
is like,
time.
you're like,
But
I hate this.
they played that on the radio though a couple times. They played the radio
Yeah.
That's what I'm
original
saying,
version.
baby, baby, baby.
Where did our
What he's
love
saying,
go?
what he's saying is that is the radio version.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's a
extended
long time
radio
when you're
version.
6 or
Yeah.
7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So then the actual like the real version is only 3 minutes.
Yeah, like 240 minutes. So they probably played them both, but then when it got popular, they played that stupid ass longer version.
Of course. No, did you know? There's a longer.
Well,
there's an
that's what they
extended
did
version
with
of this bitch.
that Rhythm of the Night song.
Oh God,
In
El
the
DeBarge.
Rhythm of the Night. They had like the radio version that would just go forever.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna blow my jism in your wife. Gonna blaze a fucking pipe. Right?
He had some good songs too, and that wasn't one.
That was not one. I'm sorry.
No,
That was
it was
garbage.
not.
The rest but he's had some other
I used
good
to
ones.
like it as a kid. But I
Which one?
Rhythm of
Which?
the
Rhythm of
Night.
the Night, El DeBarge.
But the reason, but then I now it's like you hear that and I just like no. I'm
No,
not.
it's
I
all
didn't
I
think
gotta
you
hear
could-
is that first little note. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, man, this shit is garbage.
No, he had the one that was really good. He did was what was that? Ooh, and I like it. Like he gets all like
hell yeah,
ridiculously high pitched.
That's what
You
he's
mean
good.
It's not who's Johnny, he says and smiles in that
Nah,
special
fuck that
way.
one too. That
No.
was bad.
That's fucking
I liked,
terrible.
She was up my spine every time.
I like some of his slower stuff though, like Who's Holding Donna Now.
Yeah.
Only Time Will Reveal. That's another good one too. He gets
What's
high
the-
on that one too, by the way. His falsetto
The
really
Who's
gets
his
Holding
note
Donna
is
is that one that goes
Who's there now. Yep. That's the one.
Okay, so next is definitely a song that is overplayed, but you got to respect it because it Let It Whip by the Daz Band.
Oh, that's a dope
I
ass song.
love that song.
Let it
That's a
whip.
good song.
Let it whip.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
all night.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah, that's a good
Hell
song.
yeah. Yeah, that was a
That's
great
what-
song.
That's what
I didn't
Maxwell
know.
does.
See, that's the thing. I didn't know that it was written by somebody called the Daz Band.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Daz
Yeah.
Band versus the Gap
So
Band.
it's so weird because I guess like I never really paid attention to who sang the songs, but you would hear it because you would just be forced to hear it. Like
Yeah.
Right, it'd be
parents
on the
would
radio
playing
and
it or
you're like,
whatever the
oh.
hell, you know,
Yep.
just be around. And I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty good song. I don't know who sang it, but okay.
Now you know.
That's what another song that what Max was doing with Mrs. Hanyak is Let It
Let it whip.
Just whip it, baby.
Just whip it right. Whip it, baby. Whip it all night.
whip it that Ruth Fife.
Whip it at Ruth Fife.
Yeah.
That was
That's
our
our-
elementary school, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
In
Ruth
case
Fife,
you ain't
yeah.
know.
All right, number
Okay.
10 is a REO Speedwagon song.
Oh, okay.
Keep the Fire Burning.
Oh, okay. I think I do
I
remember.
don't know, but they were good, man.
They were good.
Keep on rolling and
They
other
were
shit.
good.
They were
All
really good, man.
I just want to keep on loving you.
Yeah,
and-
that's those songs are but I like their rocking ones better. Their ballads are all right. Like, but
Yeah,
the
I like-
worst one was I Can't Fight This Feeling. That shit.
That's why I didn't like them for so long.
Fuck that shit.
I just always put it
Hey,
with that
you know what?
song.
I wouldn't mind sampling that song though, man. There's that part in there. I can see spitting over that.
Through the night like a candle
Well-
in the window.
Well, there's a part in that song. I thought he said, "If I have to throw up on your floor." come crashing through your door. That's what I thought he said, but he says,
Throw
I
up on the
crawl up on your
floor.
floor. I thought he said,
Totally hammered.
We've had this conversation. I feel a sense of deja vu here.
We might have. We might have.
I'm gonna throw up on your floor.
Throw up on your
Come
floor.
crashing through your door.
Can't
baby,
call
I can't
Koala.
find-
Can't call Koala a whore.
Oh man.
At least not behind her back.
Right.
Not behind her back. Oh my God, Koala, you're so pretty today. Everybody's like that.
Love her shows.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, bitch. All right, shut up, Max. Shut up.
Hey,
Shut up your
I
fucking
say shit.
mouth. You're just a man. You don't understand, right? Okay. Anyway,
Mansplaining.
number 9 is the motels.
Suddenly?
I think it's only the lonely.
Only the lonely, only the lonely can play. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, okay, I remember that one.
Is that the one? Or is that suddenly?
Only the lonely, only the lonely.
I think their songs sound the same because they have suddenly. The other one is that summer.
Yeah, that's the one. That's suddenly. That's the one. That's the other one.
That's the
That
other
was their
one.
follow-up hit.
It
From
sounds
like,
they sound the same, don't they? Oh, only the lonely can play.
they're different.
Okay,
they sound different, but her voice is very.
But they're a type that sounds different, but all their songs sound the same.
Very similar. Well,
They sound different, but everything they do sounds kind of similar.
Well, it's the voice, man. It's that voice, So
yeah. Number 8 is Even the Nights Are Better by Air Supply.
Oh, Air Supply.
Air Supply.
I heard that song recently, actually.
I always thought that was a woman.
Better.
Oh yeah.
Now that we're here together. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay. Holy shit, Air Supply.
I had no idea.
I think I thought that was a woman too. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I had no idea it was a guy until I was like
woman.
12 years old.
Yep. That's a dude. I was thinking that was a chick singing like that.
Oh. Well, but next up, guys.
What's next?
One of my least favorite songs. This is a Bruce Hornsby level song.
Uh-oh.
I never liked it. I'm gonna give you the chords and you'll know exactly where it is. What it is.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sounds like the A-Team
I was looking.
Oh, Human League. Don't you want me, baby?
I was looking. It's a fucking. They don't sing in the song. It's just a gimmick song. It's fucking.
It is annoying.
It's okay. I don't hate it.
No,
I don't think I hate it.
I've
on
never
Bruce
liked.
Hornsby level. Like
I would put it at Bruce Hornsby
No,
level, but
no, that's one of those songs that used to when you used to listen to the radio and it'd come on because they played it like every year after.
You better
they would
take me back, or we will both be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Okay, yeah, I remember that song.
Don't you want me anymore?
You know what I love about these top 10 or top 20 things that we do?
What's
when
that?
I hear certain songs, I'm like, oh yeah, Cruise Control hates that shit.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, oh yeah, Koala hates that shit. That's hilarious.
So that means
This is how we butcher them.
That means Louie, you gotta learn the songs that they hate. You gotta learn how to play them on the keyboard just to piss them off. Yep. Start rocking out to some Human League.
You got to get a Casio though.
Oh shit, he's got a Yamaha. I think he can rock it out with that.
Get a Casio.
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know last time Koala we were making
it's
fun
too
of
hard to play near, far, wherever you are on a Casio.
Oh God.
And we do want
That's
to
a horrible song.
we do want to apologize. We do want to apologize to you, Koala, about all of our songs and making fun of the songs you don't like, because we just have to let you know, just like the number 6 song, that it's, oh, you know, It's hard for us to say we're sorry.
I
Chicago.
hate that song.
So is that Chicago or Peter
That's
Cetera?
Chicago.
Yep. Well, how about the
Okay.
outro of that song though, where they get into
Why
the
does he have to push his voice out like that? After all that we've been through,
I
He,
will make it up to
after all
you.
that we've
well, I
been
mean,
through.
if you think about it, okay, when it comes to like recording music, they want somebody that sounds new, somebody that sounds like has a different something going on, and he's like, oh, I can do something different.
After all that we have been through.
Well, you know what? I will say, dude stood out. His voice definitely, it was
They
very
sound like
distinct.
shit.
What? Come on, man. Peter Cetera.
He can sing.
He can sing. I think he can sing.
Well, then why did he have to? Oh, I mean, what is
So
that?
you don't like you don't like I am a man
Man
who
that
would
will
fight
fight
for
your
your
honor.
No.
But come on. All right.
No.
If you don't like those songs,
If somebody
voice-
sang that song to you, you wouldn't be like, oh,
yeah,
I
wouldn't you
want
be
you.
like, damn,
If-
this dude's Captain
Well,
Sable.
okay. Here's the thing. I'll
You're the
qualify it.
reason for my life. You're the inspiration.
Yeah, there's another one.
They're not bad songs. If I had never heard him sing them, and some lovely gentleman sang that to me, yes,
Some
my heart
lovely
would melt.
gentleman.
Yes, but it's
What if
the
we sang it like
the
Tony Bennett?
that how
You
we've
gave
been
meaning
through.
to
Like,
my
what
life.
the hell are you
You're
doing?
my inspiration.
Like this is that time. This is that time of
I'm
that
telling you,
ballad.
he was trying to be different. He's trying to be different.
Yeah.
And he
you know,
succeeded at it. And
Yeah, he stood out. I mean,
Sometimes
come on,
you don't
man.
need to
You
be
say what you
different.
want about Peter Cetera, but his
Next
voice,
time
man.
I fall.
Oh God, in love.
All right, number number five.
I might-
Number five is a song that I didn't know this was by the Steve Miller Band for years. And,
Abracadabra?
Yes, another song that was kind of
Abracadabra. I just took some Viagra.
I just took some.
The
How
only
did
song I
they
know,
do that?
the only song that I actually know is by the Steve Miller Band is Stranglehold.
That's not Steve Miller Band. That's what's his name?
That's not?
Ted
Who
Nugent.
is it?
Yeah, it's Ted Nugent.
That's Ted Nugent.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep, that's Ted Nugent.
So
Steve Miller.
Steve Miller is
Space
what's it
Keep
Cowboy.
on
called?
rocking me, baby.
Space Cowboy. There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Space
go.
Cowboy. Yep, that's another one.
Cowboy.
Another fucking
Or
great song.
fly like an eagle to the sea. That's Steve Miller too. Actually, you know what? Eminem actually sampled on his newest album,
Yeah.
The Death of Slim Shady. He sampled that Abracadabra.
Yep.
Mhm.
Ding, 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 ding. Bing, ding, ding, ding. That's another one of those 80s songs that I'm like, all right, I can deal with that. It's all right. It can disappear and I
Yeah,
wouldn't
it
care.
was cheese, but you know,
Get it?
that was another one that had an extended version to it too. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah. Beep, beep, bow, bow, wow, wow, wow,
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, good God! It's like when you're a kid, you're like, just get it over with. I want to.
Right? Like, why the fuck?
I still feel like they should have used that for a Viagra commercial.
They could have. Abracadabra.
I went and
just
took
some
some Viagra.
Yeah. Every time I get it soft, I need something to keep it aloft.
Loft.
Actually, that was one of my
Get my
parody
bangs.
songs that I used to
Now
do
my
when I go to
woman can
karaoke.
walk the plank. Abracadabra.
That was one of my parody
went and
songs
took
when
the
we
Viagra.
would do karaoke. That was my first. That got me in, and people were like, "Hey man, do that Abracadabra, do that Viagra song again." I'm like, you know, the lyrics aren't going to be the same, right? Because I improvised that shit.
And now a number 4 is a Fleetwood Mac song.
Hold Me, right?
Hold Me, yes.
Ah.
Which one is that's
Hold me.
Oh yeah, okay.
I've got no
He said,
question.
okay.
Not one of my favorites of theirs.
That's not their best. No, it
Yeah.
isn't. It's all right, but
You don't like Max's singing Cruise Control? Is that what you're saying?
Hell no.
No, it's okay.
I don't like my own singing.
Yeah. During improv it's fun, but yeah, when trying to figure out what song he's in. Oh, it's the blink dun 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 dun. Okay, gotcha. See, I hear it by the hold me, I want to. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the song.
That was all right. All right. This is another guy who's overrated, but this is probably one of his better songs, I guess. John Cougar.
Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt
I
so
know.
good.
That song
Sometimes
needs to go away.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of John Cougar. Man.
I like some of his shit. He's got some stuff that's all right.
He was always in the Bruce Springsteen.
Right, I was gonna say he's kind of in the Bruce Springsteen category, huh?
Yeah, like
that kind of country rock type feel, you know.
You know what though? It's so much better than Jack and Diane or whatever that shit was.
Oh, that's another one.
Oh,
Who did it? Jack Diane.
You know what that was?
What were they talking about?
That was for the characters. Since we were talking about the Young and the Restless, that was for
Oh.
two of the characters in the Young and the Restless.
Really?
Huh.
That's
Yeah.
I had no clue. I didn't watch Young.
I don't know why I know that trivia.
All I know is sucking on chili dog.
Oh, but the tasty freeze. Yeah.
That always made me thinking of like what the real thing he was sucking on a chili dog.
Sucking on my chili dog behind the tasty freeze.
Yeah,
Well,
get on my
toss off
knees
on
and
your
let me do what I
tonsils.
please.
Get down on
Is
your
that
knees.
is that the Life Goes On song?
Yeah, take off those buttons.
Yeah, life goes on.
But hurt so good is hurt so good. Come on, baby, let me hurt so good. Miss
Sometimes
Anya is
don't
Maxwell
feel like
Wood.
it.
Yeah.
Did you say
Yeah, I
something
remember
about
that.
Yeah, Miss Anya is Maxwell the Wood.
Hey.
That's
Damn.
an old lady vagina song.
Hey.
It is.
It hurts her so good.
Used to twat as an ashtray.
Damn.
Hurt so
Man, I
good.
stuck some butts in her butt.
Y'all wrong, man. Y'all wrong.
It's dry, baby, but it hurts so
I put
good.
them out on her twat and stored the butts in her butt. And then she farted him out. It was like a confetti celebration. All right.
Number two.
Number two
in more ways than one
is one of the most underrated bands that still is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Amazingly, in one of the best songs, Rosanna, baby.
Oh, Toto.
Oh yeah,
Rosanna.
Amazing band. If you listen
They're
to them
good.
live, they're really good. They're
really
great.
good.
Yeah, I've seen them live. Actually.
Yeah. They're Luke.
Luca, what's the name? Lukather.
Lukather, yeah, Stephen Luke, or whatever his name is.
Stephen
Like
Lukather.
I think it's Steve Lukather.
Steve Lukather. Yep,
he's done everything from he did the one for Beat It, the guitar for Beat It.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
I thought it was Eddie Van Halen.
No, Eddie did the solo.
Oh,
but
he did the rhythm. That was Steve Lukather?
He did it for tons of people, but that band is awesome. That drum is one of the trickier drum beats you can play for a drummer. That's just a great song.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Shit. That's some trivia for your ass.
One of those songs that reminds me of it definitely reminds me of that time, like a bright summer day, 1982, hot as hell in Vegas. But hearing that,
What is it really saying? What is it really saying?
Wow.
Put him in the back, so fuck him in the back.
Livestock, fuck him.
All right, number one song is definitely This Is for Lou. This is for Louie Loke. One of your favorite songs ever.
Uh-oh.
And it's because you're rising up straight to the top.
Oh,
yeah,
the tiger.
Yeah, that song never gets old for me.
I like that song.
Never.
Oh yeah, it's a ballsy song.
So I'm saying,
I could put that shit on right now and be like jamming out to it.
And just rock.
I don't know why.
Shit, huh?
Yeah.
It never fucking gets old. I don't know why it doesn't get old. It just doesn't.
That's that guitar riff, man.
I don't know what it is.
Well, it starts out with the.
But I think
Oh yeah,
yeah. But I think it's everything. It's like even the
whole
even
song.
Even at the very end, they use these little violins.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I can fucking do that. I can play that shit. That's dope.
Right. right?
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember
if you listen
to
if you listen to the end of the song, you'll hear them a little bit. They're like in the background, and it just adds a little flavor to the song. Like if they weren't there, you'd be like, where are they?
I'm gonna have to check that out. That's kind of like I didn't realize Mick Jagger said you make a dead man come. Until I listened to that song. Start me up. At the end of the song, he goes, you make it start me up. My buddy Steve told me that shit. I was like,
nasty.
What? And I listened to it. I'm like, oh, fuck, he does say that.
There's a very funny version of that it was in a Christopher Guest movie, Mighty Wind, and they had a folk band. It was about folk music. They were doing a mockumentary. So Christopher Guest and two of the other guys were in this band called the Folksmen, and they do a folk song version of that. It says like, start me up, babe, start me up. I'll never stop. You make grown men cry.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Wow. Okay, I've never seen that. I'll have to check that out at some point.
Well, it's not in the movie, but it's on the soundtrack CD.
Oh, okay. So you can probably look it up on YouTube, huh?
Or like Apple Music. Just look up a Mighty Wind soundtrack, and then you can. But it's all.
That's funny.
It's really funny. That's how I found out what it was saying. I'm like, oh God. Never stop.
All right. Okay.
Well, shit. That's number one, guys. So
well,
yeah, we've been rolling
rising
for a while.
up.
We have. We always do.
Yep.
So shit. On that note, y'all want to wrap it up?
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
All right, well, that's cool. Does anybody else have anything else they want to say?
Yeah. Mrs. What was her name again? Mrs.
Hanyak? Oh,
no, Hanyak. She makes a little child.
Oh, jeez.
You make
a 7-year-old come.
Oh God. Oh God, dude. All right.
Tainted love.
Yeah, tainted love. Oh,
there's some tainted love for your ass. Love my taint.
All right. Well, with that,
motherfucker.
This has been the barely buzzing drink wrap.
Whatever the fuck it was.
With Max. I'm sorry.
Get composure. Get a hold of yourself.
August 3rd, 2024. I'm Cruise Control.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Louie Logue.
I'm Koala.
And that's the story there.
Bitches.
Just go.
Yeah,
fuck it.
Something like that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.